Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello, this is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Show number 542.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
It is show number 542 of A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha, our fearless producer, is here.
I was pretty scared of Halloween Horror Nights, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, did you go?
When we went in the walkthrough.
Oh, right. Oh, the lights were on.
Not in some of those rooms. 2 of those rooms had no lights. One of them had a ceiling that was like 2 inches above my head. It was creepy.
That's true. Yeah, we got to go out there. If you haven't heard it yet, I released it yesterday. You can check that out. We are the kings of content. My God.
Uh-huh.
There's a two-wife crew that I didn't even get to plug. I think I plugged it on social media. There's the Universal ACT that you can go check out. BDM shows floating out there somewhere. The videos are on YouTube if you want to download those. Audio and video. I got an email from people. They're like, you're releasing the audio on YouTube. Where's the video? I'm like, I'm doing both. Because there are some people that can only listen to YouTube, the audio edition, in their car. So I'm trying to accommodate everybody. So
We do too much. What are we doing?
we do.
Let's retire.
But
it's been 10 years.
I'm down. But hey, if you have a way that you need to get the show, I mean, fuck, you want to send me a flash drive and I'll load it up with shows? I've done it for military guys. I'll do it again. Like, whatever it takes. I will do whatever it takes because I'm convinced I'm dying and I need to leave a mark on the world. So fuck it. Look, however you want to listen, you send me the flash drives. I'll go to your house and fucking talk to you.
Mario in the chat wants you to send him a CD.
Is that Mario Dickwater?
It was Mario Dickwater.
I don't know.
Marion.
There used to be a guy in there.
Mario in Detroit.
Or there used to be a Mario Dickwater. At least that's what I see when I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, by the way, since we did put out that Halloween Horror Nights podcast that we do every year, if you buy Halloween Horror Nights tickets, please go through tomandan.com or our app ad. And if you click through it and buy your tickets through there, it just gives us credit. And then we can work more with Universal because it's cool. And I think we're the only show that gets to do a walkthrough one of the houses.
I've never heard that anybody gets to do it with the lights on. Like,
so as long as you keep buying the tickets through the link, then they could, all right, this works. And
sex with the lights on? Quick vote. Sex with the lights on? Quick vote.
Depends on what she wants to do.
Yeah. Sex with, I like to see the titties.
I prefer it, yes.
Yeah. I like to see them. Last night I was getting at it.
Darkness is my friend, though.
Oh, yeah, with the lights on.
I do look a lot better in the dark now.
I was about to say, like, now that I've lost a little bit of weight.
You're a pretty handsome man.
I'm a handsome man, don't get me wrong, but I'm just a real handsome fat man.
No, you're smooth.
I am smooth.
Tom used to have a theory.
Nice and
Are you
soft.
still up? We haven't done your theory of the larger people and your affection for the fact that they're smoother than skinny people.
Well,
you still feel that
some
way?
of them are. If you're going to be big, you got to be smooth and tan.
Write that down. Someone write that
Fuck
down.
you with a tan thing.
Well, you don't got the
He
tan,
can't
but you're a
tan.
ginger. You
you
get a
can't
pass.
tan.
You're exempt.
If you got red hair, then no
You're
one
exempt.
expects you to be tan.
You're like reverse albino or something. Like I put you in the same
We're
category.
already off the fucking rails.
No, we're fine. But use the link, and we're very lucky that we get to do that. Shout out to Patrick Braillard and Bob Page, the entire Universal team.
They're cool.
Yeah, they treat us right. In fact, the greatest compliment we can
Lance.
receive. Yeah, Lance
is cool.
Lance is
Lance
the
is
man.
really the reason.
Actually,
I don't want
we might get
to.
Lance in here for a show.
Yeah, he wants to take a day off and come in here.
He's a BDM that works at Universal behind the scenes, and he was kind of instrumental. In
How old is Lance? Because he looks like he's
a
18
baby.
years
No,
old.
I know. He's a
He's
baby.
48.
Oh my God!
He
No,
might
I
be
don't know, I
older
don't
than
know.
me, but he just, apparently nerd don't crack because he's a good-looking
He's always-
young man.
Well, if you never see the sun,
yeah.
well,
Well,
sun damage.
The coolest thing about Lance is that he was a listener before we even got the deal, and he was very instrumental in making that happen. So thank you to Lance and all of Universal for letting us do something that we never thought would be possible.
So real quick, Eric, our great merchman, who was great at our event, by the way, and anybody
who's sweating his ass off working
hold
hard.
on,
him and his wife,
we got to give her mad love, man.
Absolutely, and I'm really glad that Eric came to us years ago and said like, "Hey, I want to be your merch guy. Here's my business proposal," and it damn sure has worked out in the past couple of years.
You know, I still have that card in the original studio. There's a little tiny whiteboard. Remember the little whiteboard we had before we got into needing a bigger whiteboard, and his card is still stuck there.
Yeah, and if you're a podcast and you've reached the level where you don't want to do merch yourself or you can't anymore, don't have the time, he can do it. So he does have, he's did it for Dan Cummins.
For anybody.
And for bands and things. So anyway, email us and we'll get you in touch. But he emailed me and all of our merch is out right now that was at the event. The brand new tactical logo, that Floridan shirt for men and women.
Yeah.
The new hat, our new
you
straw hat.
You brought one. Look at you, props. Look at the fucking
I
carrot
can't
top
reach it.
over here.
So
Carrot top over here. He's got the.
We still have the Cabana hats available as well, but we have this new tactical logo straw hat.
Show him the underside.
Yeah, with
With a throwback
the camo.
to the camo. I think that was like, I want to say we rolled the camo out in like the end of 2015, early 2016.
Only with the jackets.
Yeah. We did jackets, and then we did. Was it only in the jacket?
I think so.
No, in the under brim of a
I think
hat.
that came later. The hat came later.
Then the jacket.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I got a bad memory.
And
the Division 159 stuff we did.
Yeah.
And so we have a ton of new merch out, and we're throwing in a bonus where my
Big Blue
White Claw cups.
It always freaks me out that you called your cup Big Blue
And your
because
dad
my
called
dad
your
called his penis Big Blue.
It's a tribute to your dad.
I mean, I guess it is. I mean, I think it's weird that your business. I think it's weird
No,
that
not weird to me.
in a meeting, your business partner's like, "So we're rolling out these White Claw cups, and it's a tribute to your dad's penis."
So
He
okay.
puts it in his mouth, too, all the time. Right in front of you.
Well,
just-
my dad actually really liked Tom a lot. They were very like-minded.
He liked the deal.
Yeah, talk some motorcycles, throw in a little bit of misogyny, sprinkle a little racist joke in there.
So all orders will come with a free 32-ounce plastic White Claw Tom and
badass
Dan cup. And
I'm going to need to take one of them home today.
limited offer while supplies last.
You love a shirt and a cup. Let's just be honest. That's your favorite
It's
thing,
good.
right?
I love that. Listen, I have so many of these plastic cups.
we know.
I drink
We
White
find
Claw
them
out of
all around
everything.
the studio.
I drink water out of them. Yeah.
Butler comes in here, there's cups everywhere,
Yeah, I
and he's
know.
like, wow, he was really crunching the numbers, wasn't he? Because like we know you've had a rough day when there's White Claw cups everywhere.
Yeah. I start walking around and then leaving it. Yeah.
Pacing, clopping around, you're clopping mud through the studio.
So, speaking of our 10-year anniversary, I want to thank everybody who came out. Thank you very much. It was a great time. It was.
I think everybody
super
had a
fun.
good time, right?
Yeah. Tim, you have fun?
Yeah, I was seeing your post the following day. Well, you got off in the jazz, right? A little bit.
I went a little hard. A little too hard.
Good, man. Sometimes you gotta, have a little fun.
It was fun.
God damn, that was good, man.
and
For
mood
everybody
designers are
on
great.
stage, mood designers, D-Rug, Ross doing some comedy.
Yeah. It was great seeing
that one
Ross
we were
again,
trying
yeah.
to hold it down like as a super duper super surprise.
Oh, yeah, because he didn't say nothing to me.
Tim
back.
being there,
Yeah.
I'm so glad he didn't. Like and he did, and he was like, "Hey," he texted us. He's like, "Thank you so much for having."
It wouldn't have been the same.
You
without,
always kill it.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. You always kill it. Well done. It was fucking great. And then trying to think who else. Kramer killed it.
Scart,
Jimmy was.
Kosha Kimlot.
We are so lucky. Because blessings to me are weird because I don't know what that even means. But we're lucky in the fact that. Like Kosha Kimlot is Penn and Teller's favorite magician.
Yeah.
They have said that. And we get him.
I know
and
his
his
rate-
wife and baby came down to do like the like a sound check and stuff like that.
What he gets for corporate gigs is what
Can't tell you, but
what we
moly.
spend on the entire event. So he's cool enough to come out and do that. And by the way, he
In the
he does a
magic
show
world-
at Christner's, and you should look
You
that up.
should go.
All the BDMs got in their gift bags a little Coach to Kimlot flyer for Christner's, and that's basically like he's like, hey, can you promote my Christner's gig and go have a great steak dinner and watch Coach to Kimlot is literally a perfect date night.
I'm gonna take my wife as part of like the extension of her birthday because we've done a little bit, but because most events, when we were working for the morning show, all their events fell on my wife's birthday, and then we do these events. It's just a perfect weekend to do stuff for whatever reason. So I'm going to take her there to see it. But if you really want to impress your family member, your significant other, go. I know Sam's done it,
Yeah,
right?
I've done it for my birthday.
Yeah, do it for your birthday. Go there, just pony up, pay the money. The food will be unmistakably amazing. Like one of the best steakhouses you'll ever be, and the entertainment is phenomenal.
So that
what
night,
did we do for Sam today? Are we gonna talk about that yet? Or are you still talking about that?
Oh yeah. I'll get to Sam.
Okay.
And
don't say it like that.
And what happened?
What in
Because
the world?
here's the thing: after these events, and really thanks to Travis, Samantha, Tony Palmiotti, Eric, everybody on our team that helped.
Well, Tony wasn't there, so I'm not
Dude.
going to thank him.
He
Enemy
stuffed all the
Inc.
bags.
I'm kidding.
Enemy-
Shout out to Enemy
yes.
Inc. that had to print 6 different designs of shirts for us.
I don't know, man. Shout out to
And
you.
got them in the day before the
Shout out
event.
to you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Travis. Like, seriously.
Joe
like,
from
you guys,
360.
like, honestly. But Sam and Travis, like, honestly, not her Travis, our Travis.
Yeah.
Too many Travises.
Fucking killed it.
Yes.
Like, we could not have done it without the two of you
I
putting it
agree.
together.
So
Yeah, well, it's just because it's facts. Travis had to, at the 11th hour, had to race to Best Buy to even get the slideshow ready to go. He
That
brought
was
his
a-
laptop.
It was a fucking tight night. That was
Oh.
fun.
thank you.
I have a fun story about it involving my GM and we get
All
good.
right, cool.
All right, all right.
So at
I
the
like fun stories.
At the end of all these events, and me and Daniel, we kind of think similarly on this. Like the relief and the party doesn't really start for us until like the last thing we have to do.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I need
like,
M Squared, who is the DJ and the mood designers, as soon as I see them like start, then I get lightheaded.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I have like an out of body. I'm like humming my pants or something. Like, I don't know. It's just. Yeah, did you see me? And then I just started gang, gang, gang. Anything people are handing
Hammer
me,
and
they're
claws,
handing me anything.
shots.
They're handing me mud water. I'm like,
People
like
handing me
it
too
doesn't
many
matter.
things.
I'm just like everything. Give me everything.
So
Multiple pills, cocaine.
I'm standing.
butt
People gave you
chugging.
pills?
Oh, I got a
All
whole
the
pocket.
pills.
Yo,
Gummies.
Motherfuckers don't give me no pills.
Oh, Oxycontin, crazy! My God,
So-
put them in your butt.
I
Yeah, put them in your butt.
Put 'em in my
you're
front overall
a
pocket.
lot of membranes down there that will absorb that wonderful opiate.
I do that when I get hangovers. When back in the day when I used to take
put
pain
opiates
pills.
in your butt.
Well, yeah, because you puke up the water tab.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to waste the water tab, so I get in the shower, get a hot shower, and pop it right up their
Yeah,
old
yeah.
poop chute.
Did not need to know that.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
that's what you do.
could have gone my whole life without knowing
Put
that.
a-
It'll hit you harder though.
I put an Oxycontin in my butt, and then I usually put one of my wife's wine corks in there to hold it in, because you don't want that thing falling out in
Your
the shower.
sphincter lets that thing come out. You just kind of lay down when you do it though. And you might be doing a bit, and I was being serious.
and scene.
God damn it!
I'm sitting back on the other side of the stage, and like mood designers are playing, killing it. There's thousands of our listeners.
Can we all agree those guys are destined for greatness,
Yeah.
right? Like, they have original music, too. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard that. I mean, fuck them. Those guys are going to be something. You know, like, they're so good.
And
so good.
I'm sitting back there, and it's the end of the event, by the way, which we've been working on for seemed like 6 months since the very start of it, and
We're
then a
driving
very
Samantha crazy.
very hard work for the last 3 weeks. Is crazy stressful time for all of us as a company and everybody, just because we want it to go well, and really because we love the BDMs, and we know that everything hinges on you guys listening and you guys support the show. Anyway, so we're sitting back there. I'm sitting there. I'm exhausted. I'm drinking White Claw, pound it.
Well,
And-
you were, at one point you freaked out because there was no White Claw, and you were just grabbing Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
And you were opening them on the stage, which is a talent I can't do. But thank you for doing that.
And so I'm looking out there, and all the people, and the number one feeling I had was anger towards the person that I saw on the other end of the stage having a grand old time talking to listeners, enjoying his life.
Mr. Vacation.
No.
This motherfucker has only worked, I think he's only worked He's been on the air a year. I think he's worked 70 days.
No stress whatsoever.
Fucking
he knows
piece of
he
shit.
just has to wander into his nice, cushy radio hosting job.
And he's mean as fuck to his lovely wife, too,
and
by the
it's
way.
Jim Colbert.
Yeah.
And because I'm so stressed after this whole
We had
event.
a good thing going. We were getting paychecks from iHeart, and then we were getting paychecks from old T&D Media.
So the success of our event reinvigorated my hate towards Jimmy.
All right.
For
Look
making me.
Look at his hair grew. Look at his pompadour.
For making me and Daniel.
You got a Conan O'Brien going right now, buddy.
Start a successful podcast.
We had to.
And
we had
work
no
our
choice,
ass
Tom.
off. I
We had
know.
no choice.
Well, he ruined it.
You remember when
We
Jimmy?
could have been sitting in an easy, cushy terrestrial radio job, literally doing the bare
And Jimmy
minimum.
didn't know what was happening. I don't think I've ever said this. Do you remember Jimmy
10-minute segments. 10 minutes.
Jimmy ran down the hall to management. When I
pull-
resigned, Jimmy was like, "What are we gonna do? What are we gonna?" He's ratcheting up pressure. He ruined my fucking life.
I can spend the first 2 minutes and the last 2 minutes plugging shit, so it's fucking 4-minute segments.
Throw out the phone number.
Here's a new impression I'm working on. It's called me going into Jimmy's show to plug and show how easy it is. Hey, everybody, here's Tom and Dan. Hey, I'm really going. Oh, thanks so much, guys. Thanks for coming in. That's the whole fucking segment.
Yeah.
That was
We
it.
could have been doing that.
Yeah. Oh,
That
it's better life.
motherfucker. He come up to me at the event. He's like, "Hey, man, you want something to drink?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever you drink." He's like, "Nah, what do you want to drink?" I'm like, "White Claw." He's like, "What flavor? Any flavor you bring me, I don't care." He's like, "Pick a flavor." It's like, "Or mango." And he brings back one. And he hands me another and goes, "Here, I don't want you to have a heart attack going to get a fucking drink." I said, well, he didn't say fucking, but fuck you old that fucking crip kick.
war. This
My
is
heart
fucking-
is fine. I can walk 20 feet.
This is
especially
an
that
old
fucked up.
school radio war, folks.
Let's just fucking kill.
And here's the thing.
Whoa.
Freaking everybody out. Okay?
Yeah, boy, you did put oxy in your butt. You were fucking fired up.
My back hurts a little bit.
Yeah,
And
that caffeine's kicking in.
All of
My
these
God.
views are officially
Hold
of
on.
just Big Tim Murphy. No,
Now,
I thought a wine cork fell out of your pants leg.
This
I don't
has,
have to cork it.
This has nothing to do.
Who's corking?
With the Jim Colbert show because
Cork shortage.
his cast is delightful. And
Here's the thing I'll say about his
and
cast.
I love everybody
Here's
on
the
his
thing
show.
I'll say about his cast. Jack Bradshaw systematically brought A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan to Real Radio as a corporate time with Tom and Dan. He's instrumental.
Yeah.
Ross Padgett's probably one of the most talented, nicest,
His
and
brother's
best,
funnier though.
best comedian. Can't necessarily disagree with that. They're both so fucking talented.
Yep.
Deborah Roberts, come on.
Yeah. Radio legend.
Legend.
Been doing it for
mean,
so long.
A strong, wonderful female broadcaster in a world in a male-dominated business. Somehow she navigates the waters with elegance.
I've been on Jimmy's show with Jimmy
good.
being the host and her being the host. I had more fun with her.
Team Deb.
It was smoother,
Team Deb.
less racism.
Less racism, less craziness,
So, and here's
less of the conspiracy theories, less Breitbart.
I just started fantasizing about how easy it would be if 159 never happened.
Oh, yeah.
And we, because here's the thing. Probably here the
Jimmy
reality.
showed up at my house, our studio, AMT Studio 2. He showed up with I think it was a 12-pack of warm Dos Equis.
Yep,
Do you
yep.
remember that?
He
Yeah.
doesn't even have the respect for you to
motherfucker.
get Colbert.
Well, he got it from Winn-Dixie because he's cheap as fuck.
All I could think about now. Here's honestly, we probably if we stayed in radio, we probably wouldn't be with the same show. It wasn't going good. But most likely
there was a decline there.
But
Yeah.
here's the show doesn't need still going fine. So we probably
Well, I would have been on the Buckethead show. I'd probably be in Atlanta right now.
No, we probably both would have gone, and they would have gave us some other show somewhere.
Just
it
let
would've
me,
been the Tom
just
and Dan
let me
somewhere.
work in production.
And we'd have shown up every morning. We go through the what you make all your interns do of the work, and then you sit there, you just take collars, the plug,
Play some music, you think? Yeah.
Play some music
On the rock station. It's Little Danny and the Bear.
Butler. In this scenario, he's our intern. Wants to be a superstar.
Well, he's dressed like a fucking intern.
Yeah.
Like nowhere,
He comes out
nowhere
later
ever have I ever seen a guy that works for a radio program or a podcast who like audibly comes in or actively does it, not audibly. He actively wears silly fucking
No one
costumes.
asked him
let's-
to.
No one's even forcing him to do this.
I think
No.
I think
He
we do it.
volunteered.
I'll be like, "Hey, Butler, get in here!"
Yeah.
and then we set up the mouse traps.
Yeah,
So
and then-
fucking eager to please. It's sickening.
Yeah, I know. He rolls in the mouse
I
traps.
love him, man. I love him.
We're like, put it up on YouTube.
He
and
loves
we
it.
put it up there. Then I do some car dealership commercials. Sit back and pay $20 a pop for every live read I do.
yeah.
Then I go,
And you get like half the shit wrong. You know, you're reading old
It doesn't
copy.
even matter.
You're reading old copy. I heard somebody doing a live read. I won't say who it is because that could go wrong.
Yeah.
But I heard somebody doing a live read for something that had already passed because I know because I watched it. And I'm like,
So-
look at this motherfucker collecting his fucking money doing an old live
So when
read.
do we kill these rich motherfuckers?
Well, when the purge happens.
all right.
I'm just saying
So we start at Clear Channel, work our way down.
that it's Jimmy's fault that we
Jimmy.
gotta work so goddamn hard.
It
and,
is.
then we gotta go, but there's so much work.
Motherfucker
I
had
just
to go out and
sit
buy
back.
a better townhouse than I do with a golden elevator in it, and then I stole your fucking pillow, you motherfucker. I stole it from your
That's
radio.
here. So
Were you
this-
proud of me?
Yes, I
That's a
was.
little out of character for me, but I
Butler,
felt spicy.
Can you get Jim Colbert's pillow? Because
I'm legitimately
we-
a little sexually excited you stole that pillow.
to get
Yeah, everybody didn't think I would do it. I said, "Fuck it, I'm taking this fucking handcrafted
Want
whatever."
to go steal his car?
the Mustang. It wouldn't be hard. The doors are open. The keys are in it. It's a piece of shit.
Jimmy comes out in a American History accent.
It'll go a little different.
He's got the thing on his chest. I seen it. So I got Daniel stole Jimmy's pillow.
I
Now,
did.
Again,
It says the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
this has nothing to do with the fine people on the Jim
Yeah,
Colbert
the
show.
staff.
Just
Let me see it.
horrible,
Let's just
horrible
say
Jim.
Jack-
Oh, that's all I was going to ask. Listen.
Oh,
So for-
oh yeah.
for our first-
Get it in. Oh, is that
We are going to
Jack and Deborah
Wait a
and Ross?
second.
We love you, but we are not declaring war on you.
Yeah, and so
Oh,
what we
whoa,
decided
whoa.
to do.
A lot of heat came at it. My God, who turned on a space heater? Holy shit!
You are trapping
You're
a
like
tremendous
you're
amount
like
of
a walking toaster, my man.
It's like I opened the door into the desert.
There's a lot of baby powder down there, though.
Fucking
There's
A.
a lot of shower
I
shower
think
powder.
Beelzebub farted in here. It's hot as fuck. My
But
God.
it smells a little bit like lavender and disgusting stuff.
It smells like I
lavender and disgusting.
smells like when you drive by Mount Trashmore and you think your wife farted. So I
God,
got,
I feel like I'm in a hot camping tent right now.
I have Jim Colbert Show's pillow that Daniel stole.
I did
when-
steal that. I'm very proud of you.
when we did some media
Very proud.
on the News Junkie, which we love. So
we do. Sabrina,
Yeah.
Sean, C-Lane, we love you guys.
So I would like, as our first form of disrespect to Jimmy, I would
Well,
like.
wait a minute. Are we doing form? Is this the thing?
Yeah.
now?
Oh, we're going to
'Cause
be
you understand
disrespecting his
once you
pillow.
once you have me turn my disrespect switch on.
Yeah. There's
things
no.
can get a little fucking.
Someone's gonna die.
So
I
I
get a little crazy.
I would like.
I had to go back and delete some tweets that I was saying when I resigned.
Big Tim to.
I like to air that shit out. I was like, never believe this guy. This man is a lie. I was like, look, I'm just saying, once you turn this switch on,
I'd like
it's heavy.
for our first display of disrespect for Big Tim to rub Jimmy's pillow all over his pappas. His big,
All right, throw it over to
sweet
him.
pappas. Here
I'll
we
put
go.
him on, I'll put it on the
You
mobile
can go ahead and
cam.
stuff that right down there.
Here we, oh my!
and,
oh,
Oh, he's going underneath the underwear.
There's not that much room.
Yeah, keep-
It's,
He's going straight to
no,
the
go
genitals.
straight down. Go straight down. Go, I think
Yeah,
you should
right
go straight.
there. Oh, yeah, there
you
it
take
is.
it down
Oh.
to Stretch Mark Town.
I get
It's on his balls for sure.
Oh no! He's pulling it up. Oh, right. It's they got a. I think you got a
You
rash.
got a coder. You got, oh, wow.
well, watch out.
There's blood all over it. That's not good.
You're bleeding. You've been,
Yeah,
you've been
put it, keep
shot.
it down there. I think you're doing. Yeah, I think you need to.
You soak up the
I feel
wetness.
like it's the scene in Reservoir Dogs where the guy's laying in the back seat.
All right, take that, Jimmy. Me and Daniel could have been sitting back.
Get a trash bag, but we're put that in a trash bag. Kick them juices.
We could
Keep the juices.
Keep the juices on
Never
there.
keep the juices.
eating Porky's barbecue every morning, living the high life. So we're working our ass off in the podcast minds.
When the revolution comes, they will be against the wall.
Now, if you have an idea for something that you would like for us to do with Jimmy's pillow, you can always email us at show@tomanddan.com, and I'll get those emails over to Samantha. And I feel like now, now
I feel a little better.
Now we got to keep going. I do too.
Yeah.
It kind of woke me up, but we need to keep going with this?
Oh yeah.
Like, what other things do you?
Oh,
can
so
you
many
envision?
other things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's got
gloves.
the. Hold on, Butler's got the
It's like
glove.
evidence.
We got to put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag.
That
Well,
shit's
Zip
just
it
gonna
up
come
tight.
back.
Why the fuck is Butler wearing lederhosen, gloves, and putting a pillow in a trash bag?
well, you know,
we have
Fun
ascended.
Friday.
We have become a true morning show. I feel like.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like
we could have been doing this, and the corporations don't pay us.
Well, we would have had to have gone to break about 3 times because we've done a half an hour.
I know. The whole
So
show would have been
much
done.
easier,
We
yeah.
could have drawn this out, done the big Pappas rub at the end.
you know, or not even just
4
like,
hour
hey,
show.
if you want to see the Pappas rub, go to our website.
Yeah. Get
Yeah.
the web hits
Yeah,
and the
do
thing.
that whole thing. Well
And,
done. Well
God,
done, guys. I'm proud of you, Tim. Thank you,
Could have
Butler.
been so much
Fun
easier.
fact, y'all didn't set that up with me. I just went there. I saw you get the pillow.
I
I was
like
like, you
that.
know what?
You know, never.
I like that. Good prov. Good prov.
That was good prop. I was like, you know
good
what?
prov.
That would be real comfortable underneath my belly flap.
Never dawned on me once that you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, well, I know. That's why y'all don't ask. It's like I had to work Saturday. I didn't know I was going to go up. And I was like, I looked. I'm like, oh, they call me up. It's fine. It's good. Shout out to Ross hooking up. That fun story about Saturday, though, before we get lost.
Please.
So the general manager of Precision Craft Store is also named Tim. And there's a bunch of BDMs that work there. One of them is named Philip.
All right.
And he sent pictures of me on stage thinking he was texting me to the GM at like 10:30 at night or
Oh,
whatever
no.
on Saturday.
Oh.
He didn't get any of us in trouble. But it was real fun for him to get confused, thinking he was trying to get hold of me, and he's just texting.
Yeah.
the GM was
Well,
coming.
I'm sure he was probably like, "Well, what is he doing? What is he saying? Why is my employee on stage?"
He was not, because remember, I was not an employee. That's
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
Tim
you're-
Murphy.
yeah.
Tim Murphy's employed by.
Yeah, I know. I
okay.
got
The
you. I
views
got you.
expressed are not by anyone that's ever given me money.
Yeah, totally different once you get into that
my hair's
precision
down. My
door.
hair's
truck.
down.
Yeah, hair is down.
Hair's
Full
down.
professional.
Hair back, different.
You should go as Merida for Halloween.
I'm not sure who that is, but
Disney princess.
Yeah.
okay.
From
Oh,
Brave.
From
yeah.
Brave. You could totally pull that off. It'd be super funny.
I'll order
So,
the costume, I guess.
We can work
Big
on
Tim,
that.
when's the last time you've been to a Chuck E. Cheese?
Shit, it's been a long time. I think the last time I went to Chuck E. Cheese, we might not have been asked to come back.
Really?
It's been a long time.
I did not know it was possible to
Well,
get banned from Chuck E. Cheese.
They sell beer at Chuck E. Cheese. And
Yeah,
the
they
last time
do.
I went was
Yeah.
was a family function, and back when my family was, mostly still alive and shit.
Oh, okay.
We get a little wild. I think, shit, man, probably have to be 14, 15 years ago.
Yeah, that it's getting kicked out of Chuck E. Cheese is
That's a low point.
I feel like-
We
yeah.
didn't get kicked
it's
out.
like
we just-
offending people
we-
on stage
no,
at a
no, no,
juggalo
no, no, no. It's
show.
different. It's different.
I kind of felt like
We didn't get kicked out.
I
We just
kinda
asked not to come back.
I kind of felt like I might have pivoted to that direction last night because I actually went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, by the way, today, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but we are gifting Samantha something that ties into Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
What is today, Sam?
Well, it's Pizza Party Friday.
Anybody remember this other than me?
Is it- what is this?
You don't remember the game?
No.
Hey, look here, there's a brand new game, Pizza Party. That's the name. You make a pizza, as you can see, with onions, mushrooms, or pepperoni. You could lose if you have to switch, so you'd better be sharp, you better be slick.
You don't remember this? This shit's awesome.
80s rap is corny as shit.
No, this is a game.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was
Where
like by Galoob. You know,
I've yet to have any of the pizza
we
yet.
will,
but
we will when we get a break.
First break.
But yeah, I went to Chuck E. Cheese last night.
Yes, yeah. You told me, and it
And
was
you
interesting to
you
hear what
were
happened.
laughing. You wished me nothing but
Because you were by yourself. Your
I
wife
was.
was at her book club meeting.
Well, no,
Well, no,
you
there
took
was
the kid with you too, right?
No, just me. Just
yeah, that's
just,
the weird thing.
me, a tank top, some Umbros, and some of those Vibram 5-finger shoes. Because that's not creepy. By the way, if you do wear those, you've increased your likelihood of being a pedophile by 5%.
Yeah,
It's
like-
a solid 5%.
Mine fell apart.
Does that man have shampoo still in his hair? The creepiest thing. He's got Vibram shoes and shampoo in his hair. All right. So you went with Maisie.
So I went with Maisie because I told her she's been like, nobody can say that television commercials don't work because but as we were driving there,
for kids, though.
Oh, it works
They're
because
suckers.
you know, like, and the reason I know it works is literally it came right out of her mouth. Maisie said to me as we were driving to the, there's an area here in Orlando called Waterford Lakes. There's that's the one we went to because it's just the closest one, and you told me that probably socioeconomically it's probably going to be the easiest one for me to navigate. So
Not with Avalon Park over there.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah,
Well,
it's close to
I
Titusville.
got a story about that. So we're on the way there. Maisie says, "Daddy, do you know why I wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese?" And I go, "Why?" And she goes, "The TV." And I'm like, "Fuck, it works." You know, like there it is, right there.
Yeah.
So we drove over there. She was excited. I didn't know what to expect when I walked in. The weird thing is I immediately got shamed because I walked in and it's all just like younger Latin girls that work there, like all, like younger Latin teens. And
They're so judgmental.
And I walk up and no, they were very, very cool, but I'm just a pop now. Like I need to probably be better at accepting what I am, you know, like, cause in my body, you know, like, you know, I think, you know, I get up in the morning, I put on a fucking Outcast flat brim hat, and I think I'm a cool
Full
dude.
sleeve,
I think I'm
yeah.
a cool dude. I'm not a fucking cool dude.
Yeah. Everybody calls you sir and stuff. I know. I get that too,
So I walk in
when the
and-
teens started calling you sir, you're like, fuck.
And I'm like, well, let's go ahead and get, because it was like, we had to navigate some 5 o'clock traffic and I picked her up, but we got there like perfectly. And I'm like, well, it's dinner time. We need to do some dinner. So I was like, let's do dinner first. I was like, I'm going to need, let's just get a small pizza. We'll get a cup, you know, that mouse looking cup for her. I'll get a 20 ounce Bud Light. And then, so we got all that. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to need some tokens. So I tell him, I'm like, I'm going to need, I don't know. Let's just go. I'll big dick it. Let's go 100 tokens. You know, because that way if we come back. And then they're like, sir, you're a fucking idiot. We don't have tokens anymore.
Yeah.
They're laughing at me, and then they're like,
It's all card.
And the one girl's like, we had the lady that came in last week, and she even brought in tokens. I don't even know what to do with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're laughing at me. They're fucking mocking me. They're like, hey, he wanted to ask for the tokens.
Hey,
And
we
I'm
got
like,
old
oh my
man
God.
Token over here.
Well, R.J.R.R. Tolkien is a fucking hobbit.
He still thinks we put tiny gold tokens in these
Yep.
fucking machines.
Well, what the fuck do they have now?
It's all cards.
It's all cards. Everything is on it's got a microchip card. And
I've been in the card game
Now,
for years.
Samantha and I got into a discussion about this walking where I railed. Did I not rail to you against the card? Because again, we are giving our children and people that are younger unlimited access to everything. In my day, not to sound like the old man, but sure, I'll fucking take it. If my dad
you
gave
start
me
a sentence in my day.
yeah. I know. But if my dad would give me 20 fucking tokens or 25 tokens, right? And I knew what, Sam? What did I have to do with
That's
this?
what I'm saying. Like, it teaches you how to budget.
You had to budget
'Cause you
your
had to figure
fucking
out
tokens.
What are the most important games you want to play?
Yes.
And then you only have a certain amount.
So
you
if you
space
wanted
it out.
if you wanted to play the one that, and I can't remember, I'm blanking on the name of it, but it was
Big Buck Hunter.
It was an Uzi, and there were 2 Uzis side by side, and they had recoil.
Terminator 2?
No, it was like that.
Area
but no, it was
51.
the original one. No, the original
I know
one.
exactly
It was
what you're
just
talking
army guys. It was like
Yeah,
you're just
okay.
like it's just generic fucking army guy, and you would shoot like
Time Crisis.
no,
that's
not
what-
time. It was like 4 tokens, right? Or 3 tokens. So you were like, "Fuck, man!
If
I
I
got to
put-
at least save 3 tokens." Or you would budget it out like, "Oh, I can do that like 3 times." There was no such thing as like now.
You spend a lot of time watching other kids play. That's
Yes.
what
Yeah.
I do.
No,
'cause you're trying to
not
save.
now.
Yeah.
Not now. You're like, "Sir, how long do they don't even ask you like how many games you want to play?" I'm like, "Well, I
play for 1
I guess
hour.
I want to play like 50 games." They're like, "No, you buy time." I'm like, "What do you mean you buy time?" They're like, "Well, you could get this card for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours."
Yes, yeah.
And I didn't know what he was doing, so I was like, I didn't know how long we were going to be there. You know, and kids, little kids especially, our kids' age, they can be a little slow. So I'm like, well, fuck it, give me the 2-hour one. I think it was like $20. Wasn't that expensive. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah,
We're both playing. We'll both play off of 1 card. They're like, that's fine. So I get the fucking card. They've already mocked me. I got my 20-ounce beer. As I'm walking, dude, you're rubbing off of me like so hard. I spilled my beer. The full 20 on the carpet. Yeah.
Full 20?
Had to go back. Had to actually ask one of the beautiful young Latina youth to watch my daughter while I paid for my other 20.
They're like, old man Token said he
Yeah.
spilled his beer and needs a new one.
They limit you.
They're like, I think he was pre-gaming, you know, like, and so
He also lost his Oxycontin prescription
Yeah.
and needs a refill. Someone broke into his car.
The trick to that is get it wet, but you don't get what kind of pill is in there, and you make that big mess. You bring the never mind.
He also said his credit card is declined, and he swears he has money in his account.
Well, you're gonna see it's on the business card, so just don't look at it. Plus, the company owes me a little bit of money for some stuff. Anyway, so we're going around. We're playing like all the different games.
Yeah.
They have all this regular games, same thing. They bring the pizza to your table, same thing. But none of the fucking animatronics are there. There's one. It's Chucky.
Kids don't want that shit anymore.
He's at the front, and everything else is just a TV. Then Chucky, who came out, who I'm virtually certain plays for UCF basketball, because he was mega fucking huge. I've never seen a bigger Chuck E. Cheese. This was a 7-foot tall fucking Chuck E. Cheese. By the way, the E stands for entertainment. It's Charles Entertainment Cheese. And so we did all of that. I didn't know that this would be a problem, but you're drinking your 20-ouncer, you're getting loose, your kid's having a good time. What does she want to play? What's the quintessential, if there's one game at Chuck E. Cheese that you have to play, what is it?
Skee ball, right?
Well, I would put that in the same category, but I was looking for, the correct answer I was looking for was Whack-A-Munch.
Okay.
Which is their version of Whack-A-Mole because one of their characters' name is Munch. Well, they have a new one. They have two versions. They have old school, well, they have three versions. They have Whack-A-Munch, which has their original characters. They have, I think it's, it's DC. They have DC Whack-A-Mole where you're like hitting the Joker and like Mr. Freeze and those people in the head. And then there's the new video one. Have you seen the video wacko thing?
They have a couple.
It's got a novelty clown hammer. And what I mean by novelty clown hammer is like wooden stick with two accordion style, like like a like a
accordion
weird
style.
Yeah, like it's a
also how I describe Carrot Top's dick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that
novelty
thing,
clown hammer.
Oh, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. So, of course, Maisie picks the one that's, of course, like they're young kids. They know technology. They don't want the old shit. They don't want Whack-A-Mole or Whack-A-Munch. They don't want
or a
DC.
physical.
I don't want Whack-A-Munch. It sounds weird as fuck,
Well,
man.
it's just the character Munch. He's like a purple.
All I can
That's
think
a bad
about is
name.
Richard Belzer from Law
No,
and Order
Munch.
SVU.
Munch
yeah,
is
his
the-
name's Munch.
Yeah.
He's fucking smacking the Law and Order guy like, get down,
Well,
get down.
on in the the universe that is Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz, Munch was like he took the place of Fats the Gorilla. If you know your pizza party, history.
Whatever those places are called.
Yeah, it used to be Showbiz.
Ticket.
What do you even call it? Fucking hellhole?
Yeah.
It's called, if you
I don't know. All those
White
things were-
trash birthday party.
Well, so-
if you had money, that's all aspirational shit.
I said the single worst thing you can say in this place because the particular game we were
N-word?
playing.
That is the worst thing to say inside Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, I mean, I maybe 5 steps below that because we're playing the game. And the particular game that my daughter is playing is a ninja whacking game. Where I didn't get that close. Not quite that bad, but it's pretty bad. You have to use the accordion style clown hammer to hit hamsters that are dressed up like ninjas. And you have red ninjas that are on your team, and you have black ninjas that are not on your team. And as my daughter is whacking the screen uncontrollably, I scream at the top of my lungs, hit the black guys, only hit the black guys. You're hitting, only hit the black guys, just hit the black guys. Before I realized what I was saying, because I heard audible gasps from the young Latin girls that are working the counter who are like, oh my God. Like they're very upset that I was yelling. All in all, good night. Just don't play the hamster game.
And scream hit the black guys.
And don't scream hit the black guys. The pizza was delicious. It was, I thought it was pretty damn good. Not bad. Not
New
bad.
York style, right?
More like Frozen style. But it was good. It was good.
Shitty corporations now?
Yeah, it was good. We had a good time. I can see where it would grate on your nerves. I'm a little more better prepared for those. It's almost like a theme parky type of thing.
I'm glad you did bring up the now everything's on a card, and then
I don't like
those
it.
places like
I don't
it's
like it
unlimited
either.
hour.
What is it teaching my daughter? It's teaching my daughter, like Sam said, there's
Unlimited
no budget.
everything.
There's no budgeting there. It's
But
like
you don't
literally
need to have the
here.
cash is for criminals is what it teaches them. That you don't. It's all a big. Never. I'll say for a conspiracy thing, but they want us cashless so they can track everything.
It's very simple for Maisie when I give her the card to just think, oh, I have a card, I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what it's
And
reiterating.
my sons didn't even. They were just pushing the thing as fast as the card would read it because it's an hour unlimited. So they're like holding it. It's like green, and they're playing lose green. Play lose green. Like it was
no
like
consequence.
Yeah,
like losing means nothing because you have unlimited fucking plays.
Before, if you lost
It's
2
bullshit.
tokens, you're like, fuck. I only have 10 left.
Do you remember dropping tokens?
What?
Do you remember dropping tokens?
I remember having
and then they
little-
roll under a machine. You're like, You
know,
know,
that's when you send the smallest motherfucker in the family to get up under there and get that shit.
Guess who was getting tokens? They
Not
called
me.
They called me token tunnel rat for a while.
We used to send Christy when we could.
There's unlimited everything now. It's I mean, we do sound like old men complaining about shit.
Well,
but
they never know. They never.
Yeah, unlimited cartoons, unlimited games.
I do think it's bad.
Yeah,
everything's on YouTube ever.
No, even Sam called. Look, Sam doesn't have any kids and doesn't even like kids, but she even agreed. I think, right? I mean, like it doesn't. I don't think it's healthy to be like, look, here's a card, and for 2 hours you can do anything you fucking want, and there's literally
no repercussions.
There's the tickets even became meaningless because it's like. Some of the games are games where just playing, you get tickets. So literally, you just hit your card against it, and tickets come out. I'm like, what are you learning?
By the way, Chuck E. Cheese, get rid of the fucking tickets because then I just got to take the tickets and then take it over to the ticket shredding machine and feed them all in there, and then it counts it.
They shred them too.
I went to one. I can't remember where it was, but they just put the ticket amount on your card.
Yeah, most places have none of that, but Chuck E. Cheese, like old school.
I do appreciate the unlimitedness with the token thing though, because now in hindsight, like. The token thing, some of them rich kids would get like $50 in tokens. I'm over there with my $8 in tokens.
Yeah.
You had to split up $100 between 8 grandkids, and it's like, I got $12.
Yeah, it would be a little easy. Yeah, it can be a little more economical for the mommy or the daddy, but I don't think you're really learning anything. Also, I'm a big fan of the tickets because I stuffed them in my front pocket. So when I went up to the counter to get my daughter a plastic slinky that was actually fused together, not a real slinky, it looked like I had a hard-on. Amazing time
also,
at Chuck E. Cheese.
You're like, I spent $40. This is fair. I get a
It was
plastic
a slinky. No, it was fused together. Like they're like it's a spring, right? It came in cellophane wrap. When I unwrapped the cellophane, the whole thing was fused together. It's literally a cup with no bottom. It's a fucking piece of shit.
It's worth less than a penny. Yeah. How is that even possible?
You can it's just like
less than a penny.
This factory has to run 24/7. We got 3 hours a day to kill, so we just make fucking slinkies.
And the girls felt bad for me because when I got up there, I was
giving me garbage crate.
Yeah, I went up there and my daughter wanted the slinky. She was in between a slinky and like a sticky Charles cheese, like a little.
Don't call him Charles.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
It was like a Charles a Charles Entertainment cheese, like a thing you throw on the wall, and it was like a wacky wall crawler, and like the sticky thing. And she wanted both, and I go up there and I go, well, baby, we only have enough tickets to get the fucked up slinky. It's not really a slinky, the bottomless cup. And she picked the slinky, and then the girl was like, oh, she can have the Charles too. So she gave me the Charles, so we got that, and I got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, both of it equaled a penny for your $40 investment. Totally fair. And by the way,
might have been more than
Chuck E. Cheese. If you're running the scam,
well, I had 3 beers because technically I
hire
spilled
some more
one.
janitors.
I spilled one of the beers. Well, the janitor was out teaching the kids like dance moves because I'm virtually certain he was in the costume.
Yeah.
All in all, I would say I would rate the evening with my daughter a success, but you were correct, sir. I will follow your lead from here on out when it comes to events because you do a lot of fun Fridays with your kids. You know, you navigate these things better than I do.
It's all garbage.
It's pretty garbagey.
Let's do our shot, and then we'll take a break. And we got Big Tim with some conspiracy news today. We did listen to your BDMs, and you told us that you want some more conspiracy news. So we got it.
I got less pedophilia though this time.
No
pedophilia
It's
this
Big
time.
Tim's news with 25% less pedophilia.
100% less pedophilia. I've got no direct pedophilia.
No direct. I'm a big fan of the more indirect pedophilia.
So what do we got today, Butler?
All right, I got my reverb on.
Oh, do you want reverb? Are you gonna rap?
Oh, he is requesting reverb.
Well, do you want me
most
to? Okay.
complaints
No rap today.
We've had a few reviews. Do you want to hear the reviews
No,
before?
okay, yeah.
let's go. Give me,
I like to also revisit this because there's not a hotter topic on the program than Butler's.
Nothing like kicking me down right before I got to do the toast. I like it. Yeah.
Here's
No
the
need to
first
kick you
one.
down when you fall down off the stage.
Yeah.
How dare
Tom,
you? How dare
Dan,
you?
Sam, Butler. Now, I know this has probably been done to death, but I want to talk about Butler's toasts. Now,
Angry.
they're actually perfectly fine as long as he sticks to doing a limerick or a quote. The problem is when he tries to spit a hot 16 and he keeps going on for like a minute and he's stumbling through the whole thing.
You're in for a treat.
That's when it gets really uncomfortable and cringy.
Man, I don't want to be friends with white rappers.
Keep it short and sweet. All right, guys. Catch you later.
Oh, here's one more.
Hey, Butler, your toasts don't suck. Keep doing it. Keep pissing them off. I'm going to be your DM since day one, and I will pay extra for you to keep toasting. Fuck everyone that doesn't like it. Just zooing around. Fuck you, $5.
Very aggro. Very aggro. He also called us Biggie DM. I like that. I've been a Biggie DM for a long time, man.
I hope your kids are sitting in the back of the car seats terrified. Like,
fuck you, $5. Fuck you.
Daddy's yelling at the phone.
I love how enthusiastically mad he is in support.
They want Butler on camera for his toast.
All right. Oh, he's not on camera?
No.
I'm so sorry, guys. Here we
There
go.
we
There we go.
right,
I'll put it right on couch cam.
We got this. All right, cheers to Fig and the Cookie, tattoos of a Wookiee, and getting your feet boiled by your bookie. From garlic knots to vaginal tomato snot. All in all, this team is the best, and I hope to see you all at Hollerbox Oktoberfest. Sanfording 90210.
All right.
What is vaginal booger snot?
I got to
Vaginal tomato snot. Don't talk about it.
I ran out of bubbly, but I'm in solidarity. I gotta slow down on drinking anyways.
I need to take a shot every morning. Get me
like
awake.
it. You don't?
Now I feel like
But
I feel like that could go poorly though.
First thing I do is I have my daughter wake me up and gently pour some Jack Daniels into my mouth.
You put a little whiskey in your coffee.
I tell you what, easier non-alcoholic solution. You get that Gold Bond spray. That's like the spray powder instead of the actual.
Oh,
powder.
that'll sting your balls.
Spray it right on your fucking genitals.
That was some extreme pain.
Oh, it'll fucking wake you up though, baby. I tell you what.
Yeah, it will.
5 a.m. You gotta be at work at 7. Spray on your balls.
All right. Well,
What if you don't have balls?
It'll work for pussy.
no.
It'll work for
External use only.
Who's heard of the Benzingers? Anyone?
Yes,
Anyone? Brand new album out called Hello Exile. The name of the song is America, You're Freaking Me Out. We'll jump into this now. 1-850. No, that's not it. 1-844-TOMNDAN. Can't believe I went for the old number. We'll be right back. And, I don't know. We'll do something. No, pay for your corporation?
Hey, it's not even expensive.
No!
Yeah. And,
It's like $55 in the state of Florida.
No, it's not expensive.
And then so I'm, after
The
this,
emails were in my
it's been
deleted
dissolved.
file.
And they're like, and then he's like, the people at Blanche are super nice, and like the owner,
Well, thank
the
God for
nicest
them.
man in the world.
Oh, he held our hands.
and
He
he's like,
sent us
did
an
you
email.
forget to pay the SunBiz?
No, let's tell
And
the
I'm
truth.
like, no, I don't think that could possibly. Of course, in my mind, it's like I'm talking to.
Tom's
Of course that happened. Of course I forgot.
He's muttering to himself at his desk, and he goes, I know I paid that in April. Maybe that was last
No,
April.
hold on.
God damn it,
No,
Tom.
seriously, fuck it. I'm just going to tell the truth.
2 years ago.
This guy that I haven't talked to, I know that you and Butler have talked to them.
so
And the
embarrassing.
Blanchard folks could not be any nicer. They sent us a detailed email. Like, man, insurance companies, or at least people that are going to help you get insurance are not going to do this. They sent us a detailed email on how to reactivate it. And, like, even with screenshots on, okay, look at the top right corner.
He was
You're
walking
gonna
me
see
through
it. You're
the
gonna-
SunBiz. He's like, go to
He was.
sunbiz.org. I'm like, all right, sir. He's paying us.
Well, he's gonna get some damn business.
Somehow Tom has
I thought
tricked
it'd be
businesses
respected by now.
Somehow Tom has tricked businesses into
Nobody even
paying
calls me
us
boss.
money to make our business better.
Like, how do you do this thing at the
And then
SunBiz thing?
you guys had left, and Tom's still on the phone with him, and the guy's like, "Yeah, upper top right corner," and Tom's like, "I don't see it." Okay, what page are you on? There it is. Okay, click on this. He's like, okay, now you're gonna type in your name there. Okay, how do you spell Tom?
He's like, you need to put in your L number. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
I remember he was on the wrong website.
You're on the wrong website for I
I
don't
was
know
like,
how long.
dude, he's like, how come your page looks different than mine? I'm like, you're on some scam website.
I'm like,
He's about to put all his information into a
Because he
scam
went to
website.
sunbiz.porn.com.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Y'all talking about me being a scammer? If I was really a scammer, Oh my God!
I'm like, explain this to me like I used to be.
You're like, hold on, Mr. Blanchard. I have a Nigerian prince on the other line who's going to give me $1 billion.
I'm like, imagine you met a special needs detective and you're explaining business to him. Talk to me like that.
It'd be easier to explain it to him.
This is a really long way of saying God bless the folks, and I don't even believe in God, but of the
imagine
Blanchard and my God.
And then I'm like, imagine you are explaining to special needs detective's son. I need to dumb it down even more.
Who didn't go to detective school? He's perfectly normal. He's able-bodied, but he just didn't go to detective school.
Do you guys remember the conversation in the car between Tom and his son Tommy on the way back from Halloween Horror Nights? It was just a loop of them parroting each other back and forth, and we're like, what the fuck is happening in this conversation?
It's only the language they can understand.
It was like...
So you're sitting in the car? I'm sitting in the car. What are you doing? I'm sitting in the car. Yeah, that's sitting in the car.
You're in the car?
Yeah.
In the car? What do you see in the car?
I'm like interviewing him.
What are you doing, Daddy?
I'm in the car.
You're in the car?
I'm in the car.
How is the car?
The car's nice.
Have you ever taken a car?
My goddamn sons, they call me, and then I'm like, I feel like the need to keep the conversation going.
No, it goes
They're sitting in silence. I'm like, what are you doing?
Just tell
He's
him
like,
goodbye.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, is it in the car? He's like, in the car. I'm like,
Me
having
too.
fun? Me too. Then I should tell him, like, I went to Universal today. We
He doesn't even know what that means, right?
No, of course he doesn't. 5 years old doesn't know. You know, you're listening. I'm telling him about my day. You don't fucking care.
You know you've lost all hope in your company when you hear a 5-year-old on the other end of the line get bored of their dad. He got bored.
I'm like, guess what, son? Our business got dissolved 2 weeks ago. I had no idea.
Tommy's
Tried
like,
to get insurance. They couldn't even insure our business because it doesn't exist.
he's like, Dad, I told you to pay that 2 weeks ago.
I have to get this out. Which kid did you ask if you ever taken a weird gig because you needed money? Which kid did you ask that to?
I asked
Which
Max,
kid did you?
and he had the greatest story.
Yeah.
We're saying it for
Chatting with the master.
For the chat with the masters, Max Van.
Painful memory about to make me cry. But I told him, have you watched any good TV shows lately? And that's when you just talk to him about the TV show.
That's good. That's good. Hey, we got some beer delivered.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let Butler take this one. But
But
Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company brought us some delicious beer.
Yeah, our buddy Nate. Many of you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, Nate used to take photos of our events.
Yeah.
He's always has the same phone I have. He upgraded to the 3-prong Arnold Schwarzenegger missile launching phone.
Yeah,
with the 3 cameras on the back. Getting the chopper phone. And he used to take photos of us in the photo booths, and his wife used to do photography, but then now she's since started her own business and exploded. And now he's doing that, and also you're working he's a beerman.
Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company.
And I can't think of a better beerman, because if there's 2 things I know this guy takes seriously, it's coffee and beer. So hell yeah, man. Glad to have you on board. That's really awesome. And thanks for the beer. We have like an IPA and a porter. That we'll be trying.
Tupac Shaporter.
Yeah.
How legit is that?
I like that. Yeah, Tupac Shaporter.
So check them out.
Well, thank you guys so much. Yeah, I love it when breweries pop up, man.
Yeah, they got their year anniversary next Saturday as well, so definitely come out to that October 19th.
Oh, what time?
Cool.
I believe it's like 12 to 12. I think it's like an all-day affair, I believe.
All right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so you can go do that and then go check out South Jungle Haunted Gym and make it a whole
I
day.
saw a video about that just appeared to be a naked man covered in blood being electrocuted on a fence. Was that the ad?
I saw that.
Was that? Did you see that?
He shouldn't have his sex accent.
Yeah, it looked like that. It did not. And then the guy was like haphazardly screaming. He was kind of like,
Was he in blackface though? That's
no, only hit the black guys.
Yeah. Also, Seth should really be in charge of a business. This is me, the guy who
Should I have Blanchard call him?
I'm saying this.
I should have Blanchard call him.
Yeah.
Maybe they can dial him in a little bit.
It's like Antonio Brown giving other people advice on their careers. That's how bad it is. Anyway, all right, let's do some Big Tim conspiracy news.
All right, I got him a theme song, and you're going to love it because it's old school. Here we go.
I'd like to reiterate, though, all of these things are true but not true all at the same time.
Right?
This show used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, this music used to scare the absolute fuck out of me.
I love it. It's my favorite.
Big Tim's conspiracy news brought to you by American Air and Heat. We've been using American Air and Heat for a long time. All the Tom and Dan listeners, you can definitely get a discount when you use American Air and Heat. Just mention you're a BDM or a Tom and Dan listener. They have $74.95, 24-point inspection. And maintenance. It's the preventative maintenance that me and you get every year.
Yeah.
So get that.
I'm on the schedule right now. I think I have mine Tuesday of next week.
Complete system diagnosis. If you have any problem, 24/7. They're not going to charge you extra.
Well, you got to get your heat checked too, because I don't think it's going to get cold here. But if it does, I want everything running. So they're gonna.
Can also poison you though if it goes wrong with your heat and all. So
yes, it may.
So get your system checked out, and if something goes wrong, it's just a $90 service fee, or if they come out anytime, weekends, after hours. So they take care of you. They're not going to charge you a ton of money for coming out on weekends.
Oh, my wife just called. She just got off the phone with American Air and Heat. And set it
awesome.
up. Awesome.
36 months, no interest financing on complete new systems. I'm going to get one soon. It's AmericanAirandHeat.com.
You've heard of Robert Stack and Unsolved Mysteries. This is Robert Wendy's Double Stack. That was you didn't need that. You didn't need.
I didn't need the fat joke. It's fine. It's fine.
You didn't need that.
That's okay.
It's fine.
Do they still do the Wendy's Double Stack?
Oh yeah,
they do. They do.
They do.
I had one the other day. All right.
Is Wendy's still is that still a quality fast food burger? Is that?
I mean, it's fine. They got the app. You get free burgers and stuff. So.
Oh, I don't have the app. My wife orders all fast food on an app. She does the Chick-fil-A app.
The Chick-fil-A app's pretty nice.
I don't
fuck
like
with Chick-fil-A though.
apps just for like fast food.
What do you mean, order it to, like, as far as like they'll go pick it up?
Yeah, I don't know
You
what
can
it
do that,
means.
but you also get the coupons.
You're like, I do not want to wait the minute it takes.
Buy one, get one spicy chicken sandwiches at Wendy's.
Yeah,
on
but
that
what
app
do
sometimes.
you? How does it even work? Like I order it and then I just get in line, so I'm basically doing the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think there might be an online pickup line. At least
But then you have to go in, right? I'm not getting out of my
It's
car.
all a scam.
Come to the drive-thru.
It's all legitimately first conspiracy here to replace people because people do not count as positives on balance sheets. They're an expense. But them robots count as a capital upgrade, and you can depreciate it, and you can sell it and all. They just want robot slaves.
That's
why they want the
I'm
ass
all
slave.
for.
I want a robot slave, but I don't want it to, like, please don't, if this becomes a thing, don't, like, do anything to harken back to the style of other slaves. Leave it as a robot. You know what I mean? Like,
I
just
don't think let's just stick with not giving them personalities or feelings or anything.
no face. I don't even want a face.
I want a face, but I want it to be a bot. Never mind.
Also,
It's gonna get Westworld pretty soon.
No face.
I'm pro Westworld.
I'm pro robot at fast food places for a couple of reasons. One is if I see like an older person working at a fast food place, it makes me sad. Second, if I see a good-looking woman hand me my fast food, I get shamed because
She's got felonies.
Do you get the stripper thing, or you're like, wow, you're way too attractive to work in here. What's your real name, not your fast food name?
No.
Felonies is why she works there.
I just feel shame
fraud
because I'm
felony.
like, I know.
I do a podcast. I can make you a star.
I'm too old to be eating this. Thank you. I will eat this in the parking lot. Shame.
No, I don't eat in my car.
So I'd rather it be a robot. Just come out or like no one ever.
Fucking right species trader. I don't know.
Listen, no one really wants that job anyway.
Well, like,
right?
what about a conveyor belt?
I
You
know.
know, like I like those sushi places.
That shit cost too much. I didn't know you had. I thought it was a all you can eat thing.
No, whatever you lift, it's like
I spent $19 goddamn dollars on sushi in Seattle when I was on vacation a couple years ago.
That's a lot of sushi.
It's not a conveyor belt of free food. Is
No,
it?
I thought it was a fucking pay per visit kind of thing. Either way.
So, Tim, what do we got? First conspiracy.
All right, so we're gonna start with one that's. I'm gonna end with aliens. It'll be real lighthearted, but one that's a conspiracy I've talked about before that has been proven with air quotes.
Okay.
Because remember, a lot of this stuff you have to take with a grain of salt. Even when it
Chemtrails.
comes- No, even with Reuters and shit like that, because it's all everything's twisted and shit. But China, that organ harvesting thing I told y'all about before,
Yes.
we're talking about you can get a liver from the fallen gone. The UN's pretty much confirmed it happens, and you can buy one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they chop up people and they you get blood match and they find you a live Falun Gong member because
Falun Gong?
You don't know it. Neither of you.
What's Falun Gong?
Falun Gong is this weird spiritual group that, if you ask the Chinacoms, they're a weird death cult and they want to bring down the government. If you ask the Falun Gong people, they want to do weird yoga in the park and all. But they're a very, very oppressed Chinese group.
Okay.
They're weird.
Is it like a cult?
How's their livers?
Yes, no, kind of. You can catch them in New York City doing like fucking yoga poses and shit.
Are they like kind of like the Hare Krishnas are around, or used to be around here?
Kind of, a little bit. Think like a Hare Krishna, but like China does not want you to be anything but China. you're Chinese and you with party and no God, none of that bullshit. And,
Yeah. They're not like, they don't have like it's not like Russia where they're tied into like the Catholic Church. Or
well,
whatever.
yeah,
It's
and they do the Russian Orthodox thing to keep power, and that's why they prosecute gays so hard. And then
what religion is the biggest in China? Is it?
They don't really. The biggest religion in China
Jehovah's Witness.
is China. There's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there is a lot of them there. No, they don't really. They don't outlaw religion, but it's not necessarily encouraged.
I didn't think there were a
You can
lot
get in
of
trouble for
Chinese
it.
Jehovah's Witness because they
Well,
can't
there's
reach
just a
the
lot of-
doorbell.
There's just a lot of Chinese.
We'll be
period.
right back.
Daniel can make that joke because he's short.
Yeah, I can.
He
It's
can.
allowed.
But yeah, basically, you
I can
get
say
a,
the S word too, small.
you can get a liver in China.
Okay, so and this is taken from cadavers or is taken
No.
from Okay, so they're like
They kill the guy.
yeah,
You
like-
get matched, and then they go, "Oh, we just happen to have a donor," and then they just go kill
Do
the
they
guy.
tell you that you're? Because I would at least like take some solace in the fact that like my parts will be used. You know what I mean? Like just getting murdered is one thing.
it's more-
But I think I'd feel a little bit better if I knew that I was going to live on in somebody else's body.
It's more like a rich businessman pays $100,000 and then they kill you because you were in there for believing something different, and then they just chop you up.
Can I like pre-order a liver or?
I mean,
Yeah.
you could if
Like
you
a
want
video
to.
game.
Yeah, one an
Yeah.
hour.
Is that like
Gotta
that?
go later. You gotta-
What's that movie where they had your clones on an island? And
The Island.
The island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Special needs detective.
What?
At it again.
What's that island movie? Where,
Just describe it to us.
It's all,
We'll get you
it's all happening
There's
on an island.
this movie where there's ghosts and these guys are busting them.
They're on a
Anyone?
ship,
Anyone?
ghost ship.
You motherfucker. Again, no respect.
No respect.
Turning into my the comedian I hate the most.
No respect. No respect.
Why do you hate Ronnie
My
Dangerfield
wife
the
came
most?
home. She was wearing a green dress with pockets. She looked like a
that-
pool table. I tell you.
Dumb old man.
Yeah, I agree with Tom on that.
Anyway, so
Ronnie Dangerfield was fantastic.
I loved him.
But
I
anyway,
loved him.
he's too beloved.
Oh, it was a horrible.
He's stupid. Left.
Looks
He's a
good on
nice
you,
guy.
He's not that
Never
good.
mind.
It's too sticky.
So now this has been happening in a lot of. It seems like the countries with the overabundance of people you could get organs from. You know, like
Yeah, no shit.
they have loose laws and extra people.
white claws.
yeah. So I mean, this is big in like there's an island in like around Taiwan that apparently people sell
You
their
mean
kidneys.
China
crazy.
Part 2?
Yeah. It's, like you can go there and buy kidneys from people and they make money.
Yeah, you buy them in Macau, which is the Chinese version of like Vegas.
So how does this go? Like we
That's
know
what they make
So,
McDonald's burgers out of.
dude, there was
It's cheaper, just get beef.
you know who she would talk to you about this?
No,
like
Macau.
there,
I got you.
Kevin,
I'm dad joking it up over here.
SPK Kevin was talking about like when he first was on. He got on the transplant
You
list.
could
for
have
his
just
kidney.
said Soul Brother Kevin.
He told us, he's like, I've been approached by people because he talked about it on the on the air and stuff. He's like, people have told me like there is a business that you can hire and you can go to India or these places, whatever, and then you can buy
Oh, yeah, black market organs.
yeah,
Yeah.
bu-
Indian
buy
does kidneys.
organ-
Indian does
yeah.
kidneys all the time.
And apparently it's not overly expensive.
Can you buy any
for your
part?
life?
Can you buy any part?
I'm
Eyeballs?
pretty sure you can.
Kidneys are cheaper
You're
because
gonna have to go down some sketchy
have
roads.
What's
extra
the
ones.
Not to
going?
die,
What's the going price on an anus?
you don't really
that's
need
hard.
an
I don't
just
know if you
that-
can transplant
I don't
it.
know
I
if you
didn't
can
look. It's not
transplant
about.
that.
Sometimes it's not about what you need.
Yeah.
It's
Get
about
two
what you
anuses.
want. You know, like at Christmas time, I even tell my daughter, I'm like, don't ask for something you need. That's like socks or underwear. Ask for something you
But
want.
do you really want somebody else's asshole, even if you like?
What if
two.
it's a better asshole?
I'd prefer to call it anus.
You're
And,
like-
and who knows what I'm going to do with it? I'm not going
I'd
to replace.
I'd rather have an artificial one. I think.
I'm not going to replace my anus with somebody else's anus. I just want to have somebody else's anus.
Yeah. Two, and then you're like, got through the first one.
What?
Oh, you want me to attach it to my
Double
own anus?
anus?
Have
Yeah,
a double
double
anus.
anus.
Well, that's if you.
That's my James Bond name.
Double O anus?
Wait, why is that?
Double O and Jesus Christ.
So,
The name is Double.
Now-
Double anus.
now this will probably not be.
I like,
nothing's
it,
gonna
I
happen.
like it
Nothing's
to
gonna
shake it and spray crazy.
nothing's going to happen.
It seems like big fucked up countries.
It's a jaguar.
They'll turn the blind eye about anything, right?
Well, the not to sound so pessimistic and all. The secret is we've never given a fuck. America hasn't either with like civil rights and human rights and all that. Like we've toppled a bunch of regimes and all. I got a story about like Ecuador. Like no one's ever given a fuck about human rights and never will.
Do you have a green bean sticking out of your zipper? There's a little bit of a green bean.
No, that might be a hitchhiker.
It's a green pepper from the pizza, I think.
No!
Don't eat it.
Shit, fire and
I'm
save
not even
matches.
sure who
That was
said
disgusting.
eat it, but I did it.
I did.
Wow.
Okay.
I think
I
you
didn't
just,
swallow
you
it, though.
just ate a lizard's tail.
So
I might have.
What the fuck is
Nothing's going to change. Everything's bad, and it'll never be any
I like
better.
how Nate stops by. He's like, "Yep, nothing's changed.
China's still powerful.
Same shit."
What surprises me is that not that like rich people are buying organs, because I just assume that of course is happening. It mainly surprises me when the ultra rich, like unlimited money rich, die of something. I'm like, really? You couldn't buy your way out of it?
Well,
like
you can't buy your way out of
couldn't-
everything, and sometimes you also
It
get
seems like
tired.
you should be able to.
You should.
You're pretty close. but
Money,
yeah.
money can't buy you. You can't ever get more time. You can only get shortcuts. Money, which you read the poem I wrote about this, but basically, money just means shortcuts. You get some of other people's times. But at the end of the day, time always comes and collects.
I feel like eventually, though, like these tech billionaires,
Well,
all
once
stuff,
we have
you'll
nanonates,
download your
once we have the
brain.
nanonates that'll replace cells
It'll
on the
be
end
like,
of it,
altered carbon. They'll just
Yes.
download everything that's in your brain, put you in a new body, you're fine.
So is
Johnny
this,
Mnemonic.
Yeah, I would
Keanu
like that.
Reeves.
So is this actually happening, or still borderline conspiracy theory? Like,
here's the thing. None of this. If you ask in the court of American law, it's a conspiracy. If you ask this UN tribunal thing, they said investigate and all this. It happens. Whether it happens, the extent and like what level. You gotta remember, China's bureaucracy. It's a giant ass place, and a governor of equivalently like the Florida governor to a Chinese governor, the corruption level he can have, like it might not be the official. Like what's his name, the premier or whatever ain't saying, "Hey man, you want a fucking kidney for $10K," but the mayor of Kunkakaka or whatever the fucking middle of nowhere,
which by the way is 40 million people.
Yeah. It's like
so insane. It's like, oh, this.
No, hold on. I have been to. And it's a very, very lovely.
yeah,
place.
bodies hit the floor or whatever.
Yeah,
It's a
no,
beautiful
different
town.
band, different
It's a beautiful
band.
town. I don't know these things.
neighboring
It's
island.
disturbing to be there, actually.
Let's hit the next
All
conspiracy.
right. So the next one here, this one's just kind of fun.
Butler and I are doing a great show. here.
So Ecuador's having some protests, which, by the way, all of these are always claimed. The government everywhere always claims some foreign country's doing it, and sometimes they are. Like, we made a fake Twitter for Cuba, and we were going to try and, we were spreading this fake version of Twitter in Cuba, and it turns out the CIA did it. But Ecuador, this is just a real fun one. The protesters took the cops up on stage. They captured them, stripped their bulletproof vests and all, and then one of them started crying and all.
Really?
Yeah, but
Whoa.
they say Venezuela's doing it. Basically, indigenous people in Ecuador are mad about austerity cuts, which are coming about from the IMF, and almost all your conspiracy theories will come back to the IMF being controlled by Rockefellers or Jews or lizards or some shit. More likely, it's just controlled by rich people who want to give up money. But this is just fun because the protesters just basically like, no, come here, cops, and they took their guns and everything, and
How were they able to do that without the cops exercising force?
well, because if you're not gonna kill them all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you,
and you don't really want to
shoot
kill
a
them.
few of them, and hopefully they'll.
But you don't really want to kill them. That's the same thing with like how
Gotcha.
Estonia got free from singing and shit. Like
Rubber bullets, man.
We will go back to the story, but I can't.
they got
stop
pain
thinking,
raised too.
About.
Can't stop thinking about anus.
No, the making the fake Twitter for Cuba makes me laugh because I imagine the CIA at one time, like maybe a couple years ago,
Be
they're
as
like,
snarky as the Wendy's Twitter.
they were like, hey, I got it. If we make a fake Twitter and it seems like Fidel Castro or whatever is tweeting ridiculous shit, it'll bring the whole country. They were like, yes, no one would. Then Trump gets like, they're like, fuck.
Well,
no one cares apparently.
you say all that shit, but social media really does. Like Myanmar has having some real bad genocide stuff from fake news over there because basically they'll do like you watch PBS Frontline about it, but remember PBS Frontline is American hub. Either way, global empire sucks. But the Ecuadorian police and all that and like government, they had to flee the capital city recently, but they're blaming it on Venezuela. They're saying the Venezuelans are putting them up to it. But I don't think the Venezuelans are able to put anything up to anything though.
They it gets like
We also cut off toilet paper to Venezuela to destabilize the regime though.
We have it pretty goddamn good in the United States. Like, you start. I mean, we talked to Tony
I don't know,
Rodriguez and
man.
stuff, and like anybody from countries
I'm willing to branch out.
that have unrest and that do shit like this, and then you're like, man, when they start taking over the cops and shit, and they rolling the tanks down the street, like it's rough.
Well,
like,
even our buddy, remember
should I go to
Venezuelan
work
Leo?
today? Like this is bad.
Remember Venezuelan Leo was on he's like on a scooter or a motorcycle trying to save his sister, and he's being shot at. It was just a fucking mess.
It's not the same, but kind of. I'm going to be in England the day that Brexit, like actually they leave the EU or whatever. Like, I'm going to be there in England when that shit goes down.
Why would you do that?
Well, I'm going to be over there for vacation. It just so happened that the deadline is while I'm over there.
Yeah, but the English at this point, they just get shit faced.
Yeah, you guys just throw your
Well, there's a lot of trade shit going on. There's a lot of
you'll throw your powdered
borders.
wigs around. Fucking,
Well, if there's a no,
You're right. Oh no,
I should just do conspiracy theories about McRibs.
The day I see an Englishman pick up a tear gas canister and shake it till it stops smoking,
but it's
then I'll take it
it's not the
seriously.
English you got to worry about with that.
Challenge accepted.
So the Brexit thing.
Put it in your anus.
The fucking IRA's coming back. The Irish troubles are about to start again. Because if they do a hard border in Northern Ireland, there will be fucking car bombs. Like the IRA's already come out and said, you do a hard border in Northern Ireland,
shit's gonna go down.
We're gonna fucking get you.
We'll have it.
The IRA, the troubles, man. Like Irish car bombs are really racially insensitive because how many people they kill with car bombs.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mess over there.
It's fucking. I shouldn't get so giddy about it, but I just. Sectarian violence.
Wait, you're as bad as Seth.
Yeah, you are. It must be the chair.
It might be.
Extremisms.
So, what's the next story?
All right. So the next one here I got here. All right. So we did organ transplantation. We did Ecuador. Oh, Thailand is having some unrest.
Okay.
And Thailand's blaming it on Hong Kong protesters who are blaming it on America.
Of course.
But the Thailand shit's fun because they got a king still, but they kind of have a democracy. But so you can go to jail for making fun of the king over there?
Is he just a figurehead, much like a...
Kind of. Well, and he has a son and all. Either way, it's just real fun. I just wanted to share that I'd like to move to Thailand.
They do not have free speech.
No, they don't have a lot of free anything in Thailand.
Well, they get razor blades and ping pong balls. No, seriously. Like, I mean,
there's a lot of sex
that's what they're
tourism over
known
there.
for, right? Like, Thailand is known for, I guess, food and then women that like to put...
I'm sure they're sweatshops.
Strange implements in their vagines.
I'm sure the Taiwanese are
That's
super happy
different.
that that's all we think of them.
Different.
They got the razor blades.
Taiwanese are all different.
I just
different
read
place.
that from the Bureau of Tourism.
Different. Thailand is
they're like,
different than Taiwan. You fucking.
Whatever.
fucking-
Oh, you said Taiwan?
That's how
I thought you
stupid
said
I-
Thailand.
No, Thailand. He said Taiwan.
Oh.
Taiwan's way different.
Listen,
We're
that's
never
how-
going to be able to go to China now.
That's how stupid I am.
We're never going to be able to go to
And
China.
look at him, probably
Yeah.
half our listeners.
Oh, your phone's ringing. It's Blanchard.
Hey, Tom, it's you're mixing up your places. I'll call you back.
China is real mad at us. The thing about the Thailand, though, they're protesting. They want to change the constitution to get rid of forced conscription and all. And it's just a fucking mess.
So is it like a conspiracy that's going on as far as like...
well, the conspiracy is that the Chinese might actually be doing some destabilizing with social media shit because this all ties back into where it comes to... I didn't share
Ties
it with
back
y'all.
in. I like that.
So governments around the world now basically pay people to talk shit on Twitter and blogs and all. And if you want...
Well, I'm available if they need some help.
Which, hey, if y'all... Look, Assad didn't do it. That's worth $2,500.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The pro-Syrian government. So it's all fucking... Social media sucks. And the Russians might be actually paying people to talk shit.
Did
that Giuliani shit.
Oh, Giuliani's a fucking weird. He's doing that to depress his wages so his wife won't get much in a divorce.
Yeah.
That's why he's working for free.
Yeah, and then what about the marijuana dispenser? Well, I don't know if that's even in your thing.
It's not, but either way.
That shit's out of control.
Everything's corrupt. Everything's crooked. Ukraine sucks. Everything's bad.
Do you think countries that notoriously have been meddling with like their own media and shit,
Yeah.
like they now
us?
see social media? Well, because like in most countries that are not communist or dictatorship or whatever, like internally they have a media, and their media is supposed to be unbiased, and it's supposed to be reporting to the people of the country. I know, but and so then some of these countries are like, fuck, now that there's social media, we can do 100%.
Oh, yeah,
start
that's what Myanmar
manipulating
did.
the message, and this is our chance because we can definitely definitely, I mean, internally start putting out our own messaging.
Yeah, no, that's
and fucking
literally-
around with the
That's what
people
Myanmar
with it.
did with Facebook. And
Yeah.
then Facebook hired people, but they hired 2 speakers of Myanmar's language, right, which used to be Burma. But they only hired 2 of them, but they weren't native speakers, so they weren't getting like the memes and shit. And that's why the fucking the Burmese government, their military junta, basically led to a genocide because of fucking Facebook posts.
I wonder if Zuckerberg ever thinks we should have just.
Well, it's
stuck
like
to the
creating,
United States.
like in a weird
Too
fucked
much
up way. It's
problems.
like creating the atomic bomb, is it
Kind
not?
of.
I mean, it's like it's like you've created this thing that now is completely and utterly out of
But
your control.
Zuckerberg is a weird fucking guy, and he believes in radical transparency. And you watch PBS Frontline about this, which remember PBS Frontline gets some CIA monies from back channel stuff, so take that with a grain of salt.
All right.
Everything. The
I do
CIA
like
wrote the
Frontline though. I'm glad
Frontline's
you watch
fantastic.
it. Too. Well, my wife
Frontline's
works
my
for
favorite.
PBS, so we
Frontline's
watch
my
it.
favorite.
It's well done, man.
She's still an agent of the state, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
PBS Frontline, though, I love watching the old ones back before we had so much weird shit, and it'd be like workplace safety, and now all their PBS Frontlines are like, did Saudi Arabia's crown prince order American CIA possible asset to be chopped up? Maybe. Did that guy that got chopped up in the embassy, was it bugged because the Turkish hate the fucking Saudi Arabians and made the deal, and that's why they pulled out northern Syria? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
My wife was asking me about this, and I'm
she
like,
gets concerned about it, right?
Yeah, she was like, what is happening?
Your
over
wife
there,
also
Turkey?"
thinks, though, I'm like you. So
I'm like, just don't look at it. She's like, what? I mean, what are we gonna do?
Do you want a quick 2-minute thing on that, and then we'll end with aliens on the turkey thing?
I like this. This has been
All right.
good.
So the turkey thing,
whirlwind.
So this all comes back to the Ottoman Empire, right?
All right.
And World War I lasted longer because they wanted to carve up the Ottoman Empire. And the British and the French had the Sykes-Picot, which, by the way, I mispronounce all these words.
Yeah, it's
'cause
fine. I know exactly what you're talking
I normally say them. I normally don't say them out loud because growing up, when I read about this shit, none of my family wanted me to hear any of these fucking F word for gay big words.
Yeah.
So
You weren't discussing it. You were reading it.
I was
Yeah,
reading it.
I got you.
I never got it. But basically, they carved up the Middle East, and so when they made modern Turkey, which the Young Turks and the Armenian genocide, which, by the way, mention the Armenian genocide means I can't go to Turkey now because they'll check this. But a bunch of those countries over there should be multiple countries, and they tried to make them one.
Yep.
So the Kurds have a territory, and they're an ethnic minority. They're kind of Muslim, kind of Christian, kind of everything, but they're
interesting, yeah.
They got a little piece of Iraq, Syria, Turkey, and a little bit of Iran. In theory, Kurdistan would be all of them. Turkey, they've been having basically like the Kurd version of the Irish Republican Army, the IRA. You know about that a little bit, right? They've had separatists in Turkey for a long time, and Turkey considers the people that are loosely affiliated in Syria and Iraq with them radical communist people, because Kurds, it's a weird place. It's basically like a socialist, free place, but also there's some communism involved. It's weird as shit. They're incredibly good fighters, but you can't fucking shoot down jet planes with, fucking AKs. So
they're limited to what
they're
they
very
have.
limited. But right now, the deal that's happening right now, Russia just likes to destabilize the fuck out of us, and Assad wants to stay in power. Russia wants to keep him in power. So the reason why the whole pulling out thing, because Turkey gives no fucks about ISIS and never has. Turkey let ISIS hide in Turkey, and this is all.
Yeah, I remember people claiming that. Yeah.
Well, you claim it's fucking real, but I can't prove it in a court of law, so it's not real. But fucking, they were supporting ISIS. They bought the ISIS gas because one of the main ways ISIS funded themselves was robbing Mosul's fucking, where they got $3 billion in U.S. hard fucking currency. They had the vault from the central bank. And also, they sell bootleg gasoline for cheap in Turkey.
Oh, I thought you were going to say bootleg CDs.
I fucking wish.
Yeah.
Point
How about
is,
that Port
although
of Miami too. Get me that.
the whole thing is us pulling back. We had token shit there, but us pulling back has now exposed them Kurds for the third time. We've let the Kurds get fucked. We let them get fucked the first time we said we'll support you against Saddam, and then fucking Norman Schwarzkopf was like, well, I didn't know if I let them fly helicopters and no fly, they'd send attack gunships. I thought they were going to do transports. No, you fucking asshole. Saddam been doing barrel... Norman Schwarzkopf's an asshole, and if he's not dead, I hope he dies soon.
Oh my God!
Strong. That's a hot take.
Storm and Norman.
Storm and
hot take on Storm and Norman.
Storm and Norman. We goddamn betrayed the Kurds 3 times now. This is the most recent time with this.
When I think Kurds, I think cheese. Carry
Yeah,
on.
same.
It'd be better.
Also, I'm like Turkey. That
Turkey
country's
is
got a
not
funny
getting the
name.
F-35
Turkey
anymore.
and
Turkey.
Kurds.
Thanksgiving's coming up.
By the way, Turkey is not part of the F-35 program anymore because they're buying goddamn S-400 missiles from Russia, and Russia wanted that, so that way they could. It's all big mess.
Don't dispute tactical. That's right.
Basically,
You're saying the Middle East?
They were.
That's weird.
They were a part of it, but we just
Breaking news.
It just cost us a bunch of money to replace them in that. But the reason why all this with the Kurd shit, the Kurds really dislike ISIS. And they really fucked ISIS up. But they fucked ISIS up with our help. We gave them guns. We gave them air support and that kind of shit. Now we're
this
pulling
is the
back.
part I know, yeah.
The only good thing that's happening out of this is nothing good for Americans, nothing good for anyone but Assad, Russia, and Turkey. It's all a fucking mess. You should never trust U.S. federal government. Ask the Ukraine because they gave up nukes. If we said that we defend Crimea with our nukes and then Clinton didn't do the deal, never trust government. But aliens might be real because I got video of the North Banks.
No, all right, let's talk about aliens then.
All right.
I think I sent you this, right?
You
I
might
posted
have.
it in your group.
You posted in the group, yeah.
Perfectly normal group.
Yeah, perfectly normal group.
By the way, why does it feel to me like the United States is going to forget to pay their SunBiz?
Trump's
I
in
feel like
charge.
there's a lot of similarity here.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I mean, after this
you guys
morning
should
when you
do-
were like, we had the best event. It was a glorious event. You know, some people ask me about our events. Our events are great. We had the best event. It was the best event. It's never been better. You know,
Most
people ask me all
most
the time
people
if
that
our
have been.
events are good. And I say to you, they are good. They're wonderful events. And you guys were there. You guys know. You guys know. And they can't do this event in 2020.
Tens of thousands of people.
Yeah.
Hey, there was 100,000 people that have been on Saturday.
I know. That's what I tell people.
And you know what? I was completely sober that whole time. I definitely did not take things that people gave me, and you should not give me pills at events. I won't take them at events, and I won't take pills from you at events.
As the cork rolls out of his pants leg.
In Outer Banks, North Carolina, people saw a bunch of videos. I might have sent Sam to try and play the video, but it don't matter.
I sent it to you, Dan.
It's
show
just,
web
but
email.
the thing with this is the government has kind of said that basically the UFO videos, that Tic Tac thing we talked about before, is real, but it could be goddamn Chinese drones.
Okay, yeah.
Or it's American drones, and now they just can't cover it up no more.
Well, all the countries have drones, and
They do, but these ones do zero-G shit, and now the guy that just came out with a patent for basically a fusion reactor, we might be real close to alien disclosure, or everything's terrible and nothing's good.
Well, imagine.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Was that going to help anything if we, like, mass hysteria? Is that, like...
It might fuck everything up because then all of a sudden, unless there's Space Jesus, a bunch of Catholics.
Do you want me to play this for people on Twitch? I can do that.
Why not? Yeah.
There used to be an argument that, if we find life on another planet or whatever, it's gonna religion is gonna freak out and go crazy, and people won't. I'm like, I don't know.
People adapt.
Yeah.
They will adapt to a point, but there will be a bunch of.
I'm like the
there'll be a
Pope.
bunch of shit.
The Pope was saying the other day that priests should be able to have sex. You know, that's
Well, the
that
only
whole
reason
thing.
why they.
And I'm like, no, they're just picking and choosing.
Yeah, of course.
That's a conspiracy, anyways. That was so that.
I'm like, you like the gays? Your book that you say God wrote says otherwise.
Yeah, but
and you're
he's
like, oh no, it's
but
not
he's
all
a
okay.
progressive cool Pope.
So I'm pretty sure they'll be like, yeah, there's life on other planets. They made it everything. You know, whatever. We'll just go with the flow.
The whole celibacy thing was just so that priests couldn't get married, couldn't have heirs to take their wealth. It's all money. Let's play this. Let's do some fun alien
here we
shit.
go.
Though.
Here's some
aliens might be real, and they might be coming for that butthole.
All right, so there you
Well,
can
why do
see.
they gotta go from a butthole?
That's the easiest way to get in your brain.
What?
I don't feel like that's correct.
I feel like my
It might
ear
not be, but
easier.
it's definitely.
Is this from a cruise ship? That's what it looks like.
It's
from
fucking-
Tony Palmiotti. He was just on a cruise.
Then all of a sudden.
Wow. Or they could be Chinese lanterns.
They could also just be fucking balloons with, who knows?
You know, I get all my evidence from drunk people on cruise ships.
It's the best way. It's the best way.
They know.
But basically,
the DJ, he's playing Usher. DJ got me falling in love. I just want to get a blowjob in the Irish pub.
that is a better way, and an alien will suck your dick in the fucking in the Irish pub if you take
There we
enough
go.
stuff.
All right.
Point is, aliens might be real and all that.
What do you think? What do you think? You think aliens are real?
I believe that if aliens are real, they're from parallel dimensions because I do not believe you can travel faster than light like that and go distance. But there might be parallel dimensions and you can go through the fabric of that. Think like you can't travel through the distance, but imagine if there's a bunch of townhouses.
You can go sideways.
We can go sideways, but we can't go out.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to dig through my neighbor's townhouse right now just so I can get into their bedroom.
And I know I'm applying a logic to a situation that may not involve logic whatsoever, but Tim, you're a smart guy. What if you were an alien and you were so advanced you were able to somehow figure out how to travel within dimensions?
Who ate all the Glee Club?
or light speed or whatever it is? Why the fuck would you give a shit about human beings and how our brains work? Like it would be like us studying a goddamn gerbil
because life is few and far between.
Except we except we study gerbils all the time. We study fruit flies all the time.
Study everything.
Well, we got nothing else to do, and but I'm just saying
there's a lot of fruit flies in here.
Like
maybe they do things just to fuck with us.
It seems like a waste.
Like we're entertainment for them. Instead of TV, they just watch.
So they're like torturing us. Like
you didn't do dumb shit when you were a teenager. If they got fucking spaceships that don't cost a whole bunch, it's like let's chip in on Glip Glop gas and go fuck with humans.
So we're being fucking trolled by alien teens.
We could be.
No,
we could be.
That's like putting your emotions toward like a dog or whatever. I feel like we're using our own human being thought to like, oh yeah, the aliens, they'll come here just to fuck with it. Why? What would be the point?
What's the point of
social
anything?
experiment?
There's literally no point to any sensations other like you don't need any of this. Like we could all just focus and live like monks and put ash on our food. What's the point? There's only two reasons to live: either purpose or novelty. Tom, they run out of purpose, they get novelty.
I tend to lean more.
Your
towards
butthole was very novel.
The theory. Let's go down
a novel butthole.
You're supposed to say thank you.
Put a probe in these people's buttholes. That'll
put
teach
the
us
probe
something.
in. Can't you just put it down my throat?
I'm virtually certain you like have a good understanding about how other life forms live. If you're that advanced.
But if I
you
was
can jump
an alien,
over a car, though, you think you can out jump a car?
If I was an alien, I would put something in your butthole.
I like the theory that like some scientists believe this. Like if aliens do exist, they basically treat us like ants, or like they were so below them that.
How come somebody hasn't stepped on us?
Well, it doesn't even matter. They'll just they'll zoom right past Earth and be like, oh, that's the planet. A bunch of idiots live there. Like
maybe,
you know.
or the real terrifying thing is that there's nothing else out there.
That's
we're a goddamn anomaly.
No, I like that.
How is that?
And I take some comfort in that.
And all that vastness that we're all just some fucking mistake that happened.
I like that because that makes me feel like I'm less significant and that my life is worthless. Which I already feel like.
Well, we are all specks in the dust, but your life is not worth
No, but I'm put at ease.
A lot of
like seriously, I'm put at ease by if you were to tell me like, guys, we did it, we were able to look out there, there's no aliens, nothing else out there exists, I'd be like, oh my god, finally, like that would make me feel like there's nothing else out, like it's like good. This is just some fucked up experiment. I don't even want to be here
I'm not
anyway.
sure. Is this like the bit with the paint pills? I don't want to put a paint pill in my ass again.
There is a certain level.
Oh, that's what the aliens are looking for.
What, paint pills?
They're like all these.
These
humans,
are amazing.
They got a bunch of paint pills.
Does anyone have any sunglasses I can wear to walk around the Millennium Mall and pretend to be a rock star?
They're like the paint pills are in their butts. Get them.
Yeah, eat their butts.
Sometimes you drink a whole bottle of rum with Hooters waitress and it hurts.
This alien's eating my ass. You told me there were paint pills in your anus.
There's something about not thinking that that we were just like a roll of the dice and it came out like and it's like and humans like that makes me feel like okay, good. If this is all fucked up, then that's okay because it's not like it's just a one-off.
Listen, I mean, like I've said a bunch of times, the sun will eventually, expand. And
eventually heat death will take the universe, maybe. Who knows? Then maybe we'll start all over again.
Yeah.
I don't like the simulation thing, though, because all them nightmares and all them fucking horrific things I've seen, if this is all some goddamn simulation, why make me have so much negative stuff?
Yeah.
Why did I see that kid burn up?
If it is a simulation, you got a bad roll.
What role?
I close my eyes sometimes. I see an 8-year-old on fire, and it's not good.
What role am I in the simulator?
You're this role. Like
no, I know, but like, who am I? Who is
your sim picked entertainment as a career?
I would say like who is benefiting the most from the simulation? If it is a simulation, those that are the watchers.
No, No, just the aliens using your body like a battery, like Matrix. That's what right? Or that's the thing.
Which would be a super inefficient way to gain energy.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Unless it was psychic energy they were harvesting. But also that movie's just about being.
I think I'm okay with that too, because if they are harnessing like my brain power, then joke's on you. It's all fucked up. I fucked up your whole system. It's all fucking rotten in there.
Yeah. It's all.
And they're like, unplug the little one. He's fucking everything up.
He made the windows come a million.
Yeah, it's like when your remote control doesn't work and you only have one good battery, and you put the good battery in, then you have to roll them, put it on, click. You know what I mean?
It feels
I'm
like
the bad battery.
It feels like if it's a simulation, they just set the slider to disasters to mind, like when you play SimCity.
Yeah, SimCity.
It's not all the way. It's one away from all the way.
You put one click back so you can hear the screams.
Yeah, I'm not a child soldier. You know, like I'm not fucking
the tornadoes and the robot is attacking.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm a white American male, so I have all that benefit, and then I have a crippling addiction to food because of childhood traumas and a bunch of traumas and shit, and a weird dynamic to it. And I'm self-aware enough to know all that. Why do I have to be so self-aware of this simulation?
Put a rash on his pappas.
This hurts so bad. Everything hurts me.
They're putting a pillow down there that might help the rash. Eliminate the pillow.
Oh, pain pill. All right, let's take a break.
You just ate a lizard's tail.
Let's take a quick break.
God. Tim, you make me laugh. Great segment, man. Well done. People love the fucking conspiracies. We're just going to keep it up, right?
Yeah.
We got you in rotation for more and more conspiracy news. People fucking love it. This is, the name of the band is Sincere Engineer. It's off of a compilation disc that came out for Red Scare Industries. This particular label has been around for 15 years, so they actually celebrated 15 years the day that we celebrated 10 years. So I thought that was kind of cool. The name of this song is Dragged Across the Finish Line. I think you'll dig it. We'll be back with more Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan right after this. 1-844-TOMNDAN or show at tomanddan.com for last minute emails. Hello. I almost missed coming back. I'm printing emails. Welcome back to Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. You all right, buddy?
I just took that Jaeger shot.
Yeah, I'm totally fine. How about you, buddy?
I'm good.
What do you want to do now? You want to do a little mail on mail?
Yeah,
let's before we get into that.
Is this when you quit the show?
Yeah, I am going on vacation. I might not.
I know.
Come back.
Congratulations.
Let's play the song that Pariah Mike sent us. I know it's supposed to be for Weird Job Wednesday, but he does do a little recap of the 10-year. We probably should have played it in the beginning of the show when we were talking about the 10-year.
Yeah,
but
I could slide it in there in the beginning. I love me some Pariah Mike. I know you sent it to me. I'm just going to have to scroll down and
somewhere.
See if I can find it. Canceled event. No, that's not it. No, Barbie GoFundMe. Nope, that's
Barbie
not it.
GoFundMe.
Nope, that's an email for today.
My God, do I need to resend it?
You might need to resend it. I don't see it in here. I apologize.
Pariah Mike does a skating show about airwalk shoes.
No, not that.
No,
I
only
don't.
been nice to us.
I don't have it.
For so much for us. Let's.
We don't know what to do. Our teleprompter shut off.
I just forwarded it to you again.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Well, it's good to see you.
What's up?
Nate?
Thought you had that ready. I had it on the show notes.
We haven't seen Nate in a minute. Yeah, I apologize. I thought I had it, but I don't know if that came through, to tell you the truth.
What's up with your 7-Eleven ladies?
I love my 7-Eleven ladies.
I used to have a 7-Eleven lady, and I don't no more. That hurts my heart.
I'm glad that you're saying that, because this is like a very simple thing. This isn't like a big story or anything that I have to do. It's just to me, it's like these 7-Eleven women that I see in the morning. They're so cheerful, and they've become my friends now, and they bring me joy. So I owe you, Tom, an apology for when you used to go inside SunTrust and see Ron.
Oh, the
like
tellers,
you have a guy.
You see the same people.
They all knew exactly who the fuck you were, and they still gave me shit for you writing felony on that check, by the way.
So do you have a guy now? Do any of you guys have a guy or a girl or a waiter or whatever? Whatever you want to like name it as. Like, do you have like a thing where you're like a regular, and then you have like a friendship that is like
at the SunTrust Bank, the managers, the tellers are like, "Hey, Tom," I walk in there like Norm from Cheers.
I can't tell you the last time I've been inside of a bank.
And then I don't have my ID or anything right.
Yeah, they don't care.
And then the managers have to wave it. I'm like, he's fine, because the new guys like, I'm sorry, sir, you can't take out that much money and put it in a weird briefcase with blood on it. And then the manager's like, he's fine, he does that every week, and then they let me do it.
Okay, so Owen says, I know Dan 7-Eleven. There's a really sweet black lady in there. Yeah, they're all black, and they're all. Like, they're my buddies. Like, I see, they know my daughter's name. They know my wife's name.
It's old school customer service.
Yeah, it is old school customer service. And, like, I like, some things just don't go out of style, and they're so sweet. And, like, I would not go to, like, I wouldn't skip them to go to Wawa or any fancy new amazing gas station for the world. Like, when I go there, it, like, literally... I know this sounds like disgustingly positive for me, but
this your transformation into an old man. Yeah, because this is what old men love.
I'm not old man. I'm 31.
Yeah, you're young.
I love me the fucking.
What? You're 31? Oh,
I make up for it now. Yeah, I just love it. Like, I love going there. I love the fact that they like are asking me about my day, and then the one lady was talking about. She's like, my son wants to go with my daughter to get a tattoo, and he's only 14, and I was like, I hate I'm making dad jokes. I'm like, I hate tattoos. She's like, you're so funny. And I'm like, oh, she's like, wish me luck with this one. Like, there's like we have a sassy conversation. They know what I buy. If I buy something different, if I don't, like, I haven't been drinking Diet Mountain Dew. If I buy something else, they'd be like, oh, we switching it up. We try to get off that poison. Like, they got like little quips and little things, like, and it just makes my day better. And like, honestly, like, if I don't I do it on the weekend. Either by myself or I'll have Andrea stop and I'll go in there and see my ladies. Like, I actually fucking care about them. Like, if something happened to one of them, I would like try to help them out or go to their funeral, whatever the fuck, like, they're like a part of my
daily
life.
routine.
Yeah, they're a part of my life, and I didn't know if you guys had something like that.
Please leave all your money to them when you die. And so Maisie could bitch to me about that, and I'd be like, he loved his 7-Eleven.
They love Maisie. They love Maisie.
My dad was insane. He left all the. Why'd you let him? Like, he's crazy. I'm sorry.
I had the one the 7-Eleven at 50 and Rouse. I'd go up there late as shit after shows and all back in the day.
Yeah.
I was still fairly new to comedy and shit. And there's this one older Indian lady in there, and she always worked the night shift. And I'd interact with her, and like she'd work the like 11 to 7 or something. So I started seeing me and her we got real tight, man. I'd be up there.
Yeah.
There's nobody in the store. I'm at 4 o'clock in the morning getting a big gulp, and she's like talking to me about the kid.
In some ways, they're the first person you see. You see your family.
Gas station employees, gas station bank. I'm trying to think of other people that have regulars, like
dentists,
real regulars.
But you don't see them very often.
Food place. You go to the same lunch spot. You go to the same lunch spot. You'll get it. You get that.
EJ has that at Wall Street.
I think the only thing I can say is the Publix over here at Baldwin, because we go every day.
Yeah. And you know everybody. We saw Jimmy today.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love Jimmy. Oh. Jimmy's the sweetest, man.
The good Jimmy, you mean?
Yeah, he makes your back. He's a little too slow.
Oh! I thought you meant Dirty Jim.
No,
yeah, it's all good,
Are you
Jim.
still harping on that again?
Yeah, because fuck him.
What is he, Haunted Mansion Butler? What did
you
call
let's go.
him?
Do you want to just end the show? We'll walk down the street and shit on his doorstep. Like, what do you want to do? I'll bring everybody.
Let's hide a Duke in his elevator.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, we have to get in there.
Tori's been trying to get me to do a podcast with her. I'm going to shit real bad in their bathroom. I'm going to destroy the fuck out of that thing.
We go to...
I'm going to eat so much candy.
Okay, hold on.
We got to do a lighthearted prank, and you're boosting me up onto his third floor, and then he's at home sick, and he blows my tits off with his fucking... thinks I'm a robber.
We got the thing now. I mean, Tim's going to go over there to record, and Tim said that already he wants to blow up their bathroom. I mean, why don't we just pay Tim, and then we'll give Tim the food of choice to blow up the bathroom?
Oh, I will. she keeps pressing me too. She's like, "Is your truck running yet?" No, my truck's not running yet. I'm waiting on fucking parts. I'm waiting. Things are happening.
What makes you spray crazy? What is the food that you that you do not process?
I mean, I imagine, no offense,
what would the aliens, like, how would
every
the
time
aliens
is a blow
decommission Uranus?
It can be. It can be.
Like, yeah. Like,
Well,
is there
I
any
don't-
time where you're like,
What
oh,
really
yeah.
fucks your stomach
I don't feel
up?
like you sit on the toilet and a Lance Armstrong steady poop comes out. You know, like a night.
It does when I'm taking care of myself.
Like
but
one that literally looks like a brown javelin. I feel like for you, it's more of a.
if I'm taking care of myself, I do get the nice snake.
I feel like
I get the.
You're like, it smells like roses. And who's in here? Giselle Bundchen? Like,
Oh no!
I imagine it's always Hell's Angel bikers scenario.
It can
like,
be.
bad is
It
the
can
worst.
be. It depends on.
You're like, what even is that?
How's my mental health?
Like, I
How's
can't
my
even
mental health.
I can't even recognize the feces.
If it's normal mental health, it's fair normal shits. If it's bad, it's just like you said. It's like, fuck. Did they make it a sequel to fucking Annihilation? Is that an alien? What the fuck?
It smells like chemicals. It doesn't even smell like
it won't smell like shit. It will smell like it's weird. It's like, fuck, what country is this? It's weird. I tell you what, I don't handle lettuce very well.
Ooh, salads.
Well,
it comes out. It comes out.
Sweet tomatoes.
I can see where your body would reject
it
that.
does. It comes out.
It's like changing the transmission fluid in an old truck.
Yeah, it doesn't know what
Not
to do.
supposed to introduce anything new into the system.
You and lettuce is like wearing a cat wear shoes, or making a cat wear shoes, or wear a hat. Or
But what really do it?
His
though,
stomach is walking funny.
I get real fucked up.
This is too healthy.
There is a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But my mental health's real wild. And
Me too.
Oh, you got
when
that
it gets
mental
real
health
wild.
shit.
Does that affect your doo-doos?
Oh,
is that why my doo-doos are crazy?
Well, no,
The chemical imbalance.
It affects my eating habits real bad. And I'll start eating my feelings, and I'll start getting real weird. And it's like, why did I eat that? I know that hurts.
You talk to yourself like an old witch.
A little bit. I eat that. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to cast a spell to beat the demons that come out of my ass. Fucking fallen gong members slide out of there.
Also, there may be a slight tell that to describing your eating is that hurts. It shouldn't hurt.
No,
Sometimes
lettuce,
you want to punish yourself.
lettuce fucks me up too, man.
Well, it doesn't. It just. I'm trying to make a very visually beautiful shit that also smells atrocious. That will also just really.
What if we
fuck with
also
it.
give you like X-Lax to really?
Well, no. I don't want. I don't want.
fucking
I don't
with
want to potentially fucking pull an Elvis on his goddamn toilet because I shit my
Bro,
brain.
you're not gonna die.
Well, yeah. Let's not find out for
pain
sure.
pills and shit.
By the way, X-Lex is chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's an impossibility to
What
die.
that's what I'm saying. What I would do.
There's a percentage.
I'd get some fucking chicken wings for the grease. I get some fucking pizza, but I get some pizza with like some mushrooms.
How about some
meats on there.
chili?
Oh, we're getting there. But we'll just
we
do a
got a
whole
plethora
thing.
of
Yeah,
food.
we're gonna do a fucking goddamn
A little
chili.
bit of everything. Chili
I'm gonna
pizza.
do a very vinaigrette heavy salad, like just a ton of fucking garlic, fucking garlic salt, like garlic vinaigrette.
Yeah.
From the Aldi, the 3 cheese with her.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll take the fucking garlic pieces that are in there in the bottom of the bottle that you're not supposed to eat. They're garnished, and I'll eat them. And then I'll
What
get,
does that do? Who's that?
it's just gonna smell. It's gonna smell real bad.
It's like
Punch
eating
it
a worm
up
in
a
a
little
tequila.
bit.
And then really to fuck with it good, I drank a shit ton of that fucking pecan whiskey. Just
Okay.
enough, and that'll mix that sweet smell. And then
And
to top it
one
off,
B4.
yeah, I will fucking.
The hangover cure drink.
Yeah,
You're supposed
yeah.
to drink it before. Oh,
We got
man.
some of those.
I'll
And
take
every
a-
time I shit, it smells like a fucking
Flintstones
vitamin
vitamin.
factory.
I will take a big old fucking just some kind of real shitty just sugar candy. Just that way it gets that nice bright
Jolly
green.
Rancher.
I'll eat too much, like 3 bags of gum bears.
Oh,
once
the
a day.
gummy bears,
No,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
gotta eat a whole box of Smurf cereal.
Oh my
Because
god!
when I was
have
a kid, any kid
have you
that-
tried the fucking the Sour Patch Kids fucking cereal? It's awful.
No, I haven't had it.
No.
It's sour.
But
It's sour
a
cereal.
lot of those cereals, those sugar cereals that have like the funny colors, would turn your shit like blue. And I remember going to the Daytona Beach Mall, Volusia Mall, with my friend David Cunningham. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said his full name.
You've been doing that lately.
His little sister ate a whole box of Smurf cereal, and then blue shit started bubbling out of her diaper as we were like walking into the mall. And we had to cut the mall trip short just so we could get the fuck home to repair her diaper.
Did you find that song yet? I sent it to
Yeah,
you.
I got it.
Okay,
I got it.
okay,
I'm ready
good.
to go. Okay, here is Pariah Mike talking about the 10-year.
Was that all just the lead to the waiting on him to find that song?
I think so.
A little bit.
Yeah, we're singing and dancing folk, but Merrick bought us clothes. But the night ended with a bang when Samantha hit that wall. It's Winter Wednesday, so let's dance. Someday, Butler Sam, put on your boogie pants. How long can your success last? About 10 years of pushing it, this shit will not last.
No, it will last. It can't last.
I like that.
It won't last.
I like it. He harmonized with himself.
That was good. That was way better.
Well
produced
done.
than,
Yeah, we talked about it on the BDM show, and
It's more than y'all deserve.
Yeah, he's,
very well produced.
Sounds a little bitter that he wasn't brought up on
He
stage.
does. He
Well,
does.
well,
Considering
I wasn't even planning.
You
on-
brought up Jimmy, and now you're.
Well,
Fucking,
you weren't even gonna bring me up first,
You're
but
fucking
I,
with him.
I did have to work and didn't have a truck. I understand.
I just started seeing it. Samantha did have a slight accident after our show, and has a cut over her eye, and
It looks a
It's a
lot
lot better now,
A lot
but,
better now. My God.
You know, it happens.
Where are you going on vacation?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah, none of your business, motherfucker.
It's that I've heard a lot of good things about
It's in North
Asheville.
Carolina.
Yeah. How dare you, Butler?
That's good.
What's there?
Well, the Kurds right now are fighting.
I don't know. Is that a bad question? What the fuck is there?
Yeah, it's the Kurds basically versus the craft breweries.
It's
Yeah,
a,
there's
it's
a
a
lot of
culinary
breweries.
craft brewery destination.
Is it
The
like
Mecca.
what's that super cool place in Texas? No, like
Austin?
Austin. It's like the Austin of
Kinda,
North
little bit.
Carolina.
I would say
mountains.
it's less entertainment based. Austin is more like you're going there to I think get entertained, whereas Asheville, I think you're going to get fed and drink up a little bit and
see mountains and
high
it's
get
more,
some good weather.
Probably
Probably
more naturey.
Yeah, it's probably nice as shit as
Oh,
far
yeah.
as weather
The
wise.
high for the whole week that I'm going to be there is 73 degrees.
That's good.
It
That's
just
good.
started cooling down at nights now, and man, I like
Has
it.
it been? I
It's
feel
nice,
like
but
it's
it means the crackheads in my neighborhood are out way harder now. It's taking the
Oh,
dog
it's
out.
nice right now.
There-
I go out on the balcony. I love it. But I also like the heat.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit of a weirdo. So a day like today when it was clear skies, when Sam and I were walking to Publix, it was hot, but it was good hot. I'm
There was
oh,
a
this is-
breeze. There was
yeah.
no clouds.
I was like, this
It's
is
great.
perfect.
When the crackies they feel that weather, they're like, this is running weather.
Yeah, this is dick sucking.
Man, there's so many of them around where I live.
Really?
So many.
Why don't you smoke with them?
I don't smoke crack with them.
Yeah.
I don't.
You can take a couple toots of crack.
Yeah,
That's
a
fine.
couple toots.
My
is
dad told me
fine.
that crack is amazing, and that's why he never did it a second time. So I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
and
it must
then
be good.
Then he did it a bunch more. But
Look
yes,
what Adderall did for him. Imagine
Yeah.
what crack would do
I'm
for
on
you.
Adderall right now.
Yeah.
You are?
Well, you need the advanced
Wow.
version.
Take it up a
called
notch.
methamphetamine.
Let's do a couple.
It's called eating disorders.
Let's do a couple of emails and voicemails.
Hey guys, thanks for calling 1-800-HOT-DICK, the place to find real action with real men. To make it even better, we've got new low prices. So low, we're practically giving it away free.
If you are a man seeking a woman, press 1. If you are a woman seeking a man, press 2. If you are a man seeking a man, press 3.
Mail on mail.
Mail on Mail brought to you by Johnny's Other Side. I know they extended the other side's roof
Yeah,
now.
it's completed now.
And it's no perfect weather right now, so you go to Johnny's.
So good.
Get some burgers, some tots.
Don't forget the brunch.
The brunch,
Oh,
the
yeah, I
$3
love the brunch,
beers. Johnny's is one of our longest sponsors, so go support them. You got Johnny's Filling Station right there on property, so go check it out.
Melodic
Johnny's.
Descent there November 2nd.
Oh, cool.
That's gonna be a fun time.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna come to that because I'm gonna go to Amber's and stay.
All right.
First email.
Just a follow-up to the message about Boof from the movie Teen Wolf. I was discussing the movie with my brother, and he mentioned there's an Easter egg at the end of the movie. This is the video I sent you, Dan, if you want to pull that. I'm attaching a clip I found to validate it. As Michael J. Fox is making out with Boof, some dude on the bleachers has his hands up while cheering, and his cock is hanging out of his pants.
What?
How bizarre. I didn't believe it until I found the clip from the original movie, not the edited version for TV. Apparently, this wasn't caught until sometime after the movie debuted. I know in the past you guys referenced the Disney films and all that, but aside from that, are there any other films where someone's tits, pussy, or cock might be hanging out that wasn't originally caught and edited before making it to the big screen?
I'm sure there's a lot of that.
So if you know of any...
Okay, so this, I can't, obviously I can't show
put
this
it on
on
Twitch.
but here.
I believe you can still Smoking Johnny's other side.
Here's the clip.
Y'all
So this is 1985.
I like how they called it. It says 1985 found by, and then it's got the guy's name.
Yeah, he
says
claimed it.
Wardrobe malfunction. Is it if your cock's hanging out? Like, I feel like that's
Right.
not a wardrobe.
I use that all the time in front of my wife.
All right, this is the ending scene.
God, video quality sucked back then.
That's how they didn't notice the cock because it's so
Yeah.
blurry.
All right, he's making out.
Is it MJ's dick?
No, it's like some extra in the background. Do they
Oh,
highlight
he's
it?
pulling it out right there. I see it at the top, right?
Pause it.
They'll show it. They'll circle it later.
Is it the cream pants?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. This is like
Hold
the fucking
on.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I
shit.
see
Look,
him.
there it
I
is.
see him pulling it out.
And then he covers it.
Oh, it's just a
yeah.
little bit. You can barely tell.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
stupid.
horseshit.
It's like Ghost Boy and
I wanted it to be like. I wanted it to
don't
be
know.
like.
That he
like,
might not have fucking pulled nothing. That might have been a thumb.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
Well,
think
it could have
he
been
pulled
his tucked-in
dick
shirt.
Yeah.
Like, you know how, like, sometimes...
I don't think he pulled his dick out.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
We need a better quality
I've been
video.
on fucking sets. You can't pull your dick out. There's like, no, I don't know.
Do you guys
man.
sleep in boxers?
Yeah, I mean, boxer
I sleep
briefs.
just like this. Just
Does
in
your
case.
dick ever fall out of the dick hole?
No, because it's not. I don't have big balloony boxers like an old
Well,
man.
oh yeah,
I have,
you're
like,
wearing
tight boxer
like
briefs, yeah.
boxer brief. Yeah, I wear balloony like sleeping boxers, and then sometimes my dick will fall right out of the dick hole, and I
Yeah.
leave it like that
Oh, yeah.
because I like the air on it.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'll pull it down and just sleep with my waistband under my balls.
That's weirder.
I live alone now,
little
so sometimes I'll sleep with my fucking completely butt naked. As
Yeah,
God,
I like butt naked.
just fucking legs spread
think
wide
I
open,
s-
fans pointed at
Yeah,
it.
I think I sleep better nude. I think you're supposed to sleep nude. I've read articles about it.
Less articles of clothing is better, but I can't sleep nude.
Man,
Why not?
I-
What are you? Some kind of fucking? What are you?
There could be a
I-
fire. I don't want to have a fire.
If an emergency
I saw my
happens-
mom butt naked fighting
if
a
an
fire.
emergency
Just
happens.
have a pair of shorts next to
Yeah,
you,
so you
right?
can grab
Well,
those and
but
put
you're
them
not
on.
going to. You're gonna like this happened when my mom met
You
my
think I'm going to jump
stepdad.
out of a window naked?
There was like, what's gonna happen? There's a fire, and my stepdad was like, "You'll fight it naked. You won't care." And sure enough, they fucking fought it naked. My fucking stepdad's out there with his goddamn helicopter dick flopping around, trying to put out that fucking house fire at my uncle. That weirdly enough, thanks to Ross, y'all even know me because the uncle with the foot in the river caught the house on fire, getting drunk, trying to fry fish.
No,
And my mom's out there with her fucking JF titties or whatever, just flapping. It just you don't want to have them
JF
fucking
titties.
Where,
What's that?
That's the
they were
worst president we ever
giant
had.
This sounds like
giant,
a
like,
really weird
goddamn
John Waters movie.
my mom
back and to the left.
They were fucking. They were so goddamn big. Like, and I'm not even. It's too much.
I like big old down pointers. I do like that. I
Yeah,
like it
plumb
when
bobs.
your titties are so big that your nipples go, you know what? We can't do this anymore.
Till she
We're going
turned
down.
30.
We're going down.
Till she
Smart
turned
water
30 and
bottle.
gained some weight, they were fairly perky and all. Which
No,
I don't
no,
know why
but
I'm defending my dead mama's titties. She was a
good
bad
for
woman
no,
anyways.
but good for her for having both. You know, like like
It
my
depends
mom,
on where at in the cycle of
I'm
it.
gonna
Towards the end of her
guess
life, they were
my mom was
basically
very skinny.
slapping
I'm gonna
knees.
guess that my mom had perkies, and then now she has.
Okay.
You know, what, I don't know what you call those now.
I only know because my mom died at 39, so she didn't really
They're
get
like ditch
old,
diggers
so.
now. You know, like I don't know what you even call that. Missiles,
Torpedoes?
torpedoes is good. Yeah, that can work.
Smart water
Voicemail?
bottle titties.
Voicemail.
All right.
If I
Oh,
make
we just got tipped out. Tip out
Big
for
old JFTs.
Thanks, Swervy.
God damn it! Did somebody tip my dead mom's
Yeah,
titties?
somebody
they
tipped
did.
your dead mom's titties. All right, hold on. Here we go. This is
We're
a
off the
life
fucking
hack.
rails.
Life hack.
That's a
Hey, guys.
compliment.
I got called
this is
fucking
for
customer a
BDM
little
show.
bit.
I just wanted to share a life hack. You guys said something last week that reminded me of it, but I was my brother's bachelor party a few months ago, and I was basically paying for everything, so I was a lot of money. Anyway, at the end of one of the nights, because it was like a whole weekend down in Fort Lauderdale, and then one of the nights, him and his buddies were like, "Oh, we should we should call some strippers, some escorts to come over. And so anyway, this is my life hack for you bachelor best men who have to, shell out some money. I told my brother, I said, I tell you what, instead of us calling in some strippers or escorts or whatever, they are, I said, I'll give you $200 if you go in the bedroom right now and just jack off.
How is this a life hack? It's the worst fucking life. You just paid your...
And he took me up on the offer. So I don't know if that makes me...
You're an idiot. You don't know that he jacked
do
off.
something illegal or not. But anyway, I basically handed somebody $200 to go jack off.
Did you get proof that he jacked off? Because he probably just stood in the fucking room and got $200.
He might have beat off.
Then I went in there.
And I finished the job.
He had to clean it up or whatever.
What the hell?
Yeah,
he's basically just saying...
That was one of the weirder voicemails we've ever received.
I know what he was going for, and I appreciate his... Because he's like, hey, if you got a bunch of drunk people, they won't be satisfied till you get some whores.
Yeah.
They won't be satisfied till you call some sex workers up.
Yeah,
Let's not do that. It's like, here, man, I just give you the money I would give them. Go beat off.
Worst bachelor party ever.
Yeah.
You're sitting around like, I'm ready. And then like, oh, no, I sent Tim in to go jerk off. We're good.
Yeah,
now we can go home.
Yeah,
you know what? I don't know if you're like me, but I'd be like, well, fuck it. I'm watching him jack off. And people are like, you're not even into that. I go, I know, but I'm getting something for my
I feel like you should be allowed to watch me.
I chipped in $50 for this fucking shit show. I'm going to watch this guy jack off whether I like it or not.
I'll go jerk off in the office for $200.
I mean, you're going to jack off a lot when you're married, right? So you might as well get the stripper or whatever.
He's trying to be like, his life hack would be for the parallel dimension of this where they're not scumbags. Like if you're trying to like, well, my scumbag brother wanted a bachelor party, but instead I just paid him to beat off. This is like, tell me how to get escorts in foreign towns.
Also,
I want to have escort money one day.
I feel like a lot of dudes in bachelor party scenarios, because I've seen this happen a lot, where no one knows exactly what to do. So, because men notoriously are horrible at planning anything, and especially with men
10-year event
with all their friends. I know.
Yeah, well,
so you get together.
You could literally go 1 through 10 if you really wanted to, Sam.
And in your fantasy, you're like, we're gonna get the boys back together, or like some of us are married, some of us we're gonna get there, we're gonna have fun back like we used to do in the '90s. Then you show up at your goddamn Red Roof Inn or whatever. Like it's not a rich scenario,
I brought a cooler.
Yeah. Like
we got a Hyatt place. It's nice.
Yeah. Rich people have really cool bachelor parties, but for the most part, you show up
or really poor people,
or you show up at some Daytona hotel, like all of our bachelor parties. And then you get together, you're like, all right.
Now that I think about it, the bachelor,
you guys go to
the bachelor party, because it was fully nude. Because it was fully nude.
But go to Tampa.
Because girls,
Tampa is better.
Too far.
Tampa's expensive, though.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Tampa's just the same amount as Daytona.
But Tampa girls
not
are
to get there.
expensive as fuck.
It's easier to get to Daytona, and
I had
the
the
girls he had the hookup, and the girls, and we took
titties.
We took Wes Wally, who was our Fat John. We took him there, and Fat John freaked out because he was asked by a stripper the night that we coined the name A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. We actually ended up at the strip club.
Was he at least fat?
Very fat.
Okay.
And he ended up tucking a dollar bill into a stripper's butthole.
That's
like
that traumatized him,
and it was hanging out like a money tail.
My dad came on a stripper.
Oh my god!
Your dad came on a stripper.
But I went to the.
Please go on.
All right. I'll tell
Happy Father's Day.
I went to the Matador Club, which is the titty bar in Niceville, where my dad's from, with my dad, my crackhead uncle Randy, the one that got hit by a car and got the settlement money.
A
crackhead that he brought up from down here to up there. So it was the 4 of us, right? And we go to this titty bar, and there's 5 girls in there, and just the 4 of us. And it's the NFC Championship when the Eagles were, or not the Seahawks.
Okay.
But there was this Eastern European girl who was saying she was from Italy, and I got a dance from her, and she started grabbing my dick. I was like, no, babe, please don't start nothing you're going to finish. I can't afford this. And she stopped grabbing my dick. But my dad got a lap dance from her, and she was grabbing up on his dick.
Hold on, I don't mean to be insensitive, but was this a while ago? Because
I can see you can get to my dick. It was a while ago.
Well, it's not as easy as the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
It's fairly easy to piece of shit.
There's a Ninja Warrior.
I'm not
going
pulling
on
my
there.
dick out, but you can get to my dick.
It's like finding a hide key, right?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
if it's neon painted, you piece of shit, you lose a little bit of weight. Now you ain't a redneck no
Yeah.
more.
Turn
You don't
that-
even wear fucking.
Turn that rock upside down. Oh, there it is.
It's in the
You
bar.
know what? I can't wait to make jokes when Crystal leaves you.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's gonna happen.
She's about to leave him for totally.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
You see that picture?
I'm sorry.
Your wife wants to fuck other men. That's the biggest, that's the biggest joke there is right now.
I didn't make one joke. and
Maybe
this is what I
Tom
get.
was a little more vocal.
I'm just saying.
It's not my fault.
Maybe if you just listened to me like at fucking
I'm
Craig's
sorry,
birthday
I'm sorry,
party,
go
and
ahead.
you would have fucked her that night. Instead, you fucking didn't get laid, did you?
There we go.
Baby, I appreciate you. You're beautiful. That's all you gotta tell her, and you're gonna fuck it in like Flint. But no, I know my way, Tim. Whose dick got wet that night? Mine did.
Whoa.
Yours did.
From your pappas? From the
Yes.
That's called sweat.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
joking.
I thought I did fall asleep in the. I ate too much.
I mean, when you piss your pants, does that count?
I ate too much Maggiano's and fell asleep in the parking lot.
Maggiano's
the
is
sweat,
Maggiano's
the sweat made my
good.
balls so slippery. But my daddy, this Eastern European girl that swears she's Italian, she's up in the main room and she's trying to get my dad to buy a dance. But my dad's not spending any money unless it's my fucking crackhead uncle's money.
Yeah.
So he finally gets the money. And she's grabbing on in front of all of us, which is real weird because I'm just like, you grab my
your
dad.
dad.
Yeah, you grab my dad's dick, and my dad is all about it. He goes off in the room with her, right? And she gets butt naked because you can get naked up there. And she pulls down his pants. And mind you, they've been gone for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
They're back by a minute and a half, and she is mad because the instant she pulled down her panties and touched his dick a little bit towards her pussy, he just came all over her belly.
Oh my God!
I have never
rough drop. Rough way.
She
to
was so mad. She was so. She did not make eye contact with us the rest of the night. There was only 2 other patrons in there, and we were the only people spending money. She did not make eye contact. I swear to God, for the rest of the night.
Well,
she was going to try and charge him to fuck, I think.
Well, let's look at the bright side. I mean, it's worse if you take too long, right? At least it was done fast. I mean, you still charge, like, I think that's how it works.
It's only bad if it takes too long if I feel like if the girl is getting sore.
Well, was it a prostitution scenario or like
like a rubbing scenario?
Well, no,
it
was. She was starting to I think she was going to fuck him and then charge him because that's the scam you get. That's why I told her. That's why I told her, please don't start nothing you ain't gonna finish because I can't afford this.
Yeah,
when she was grabbing on my dick, I was like, whoa. I brought $48 with me to this.
God damn, $48.
If you tell them, that's all I had then.
You couldn't get 2 from your buddies to make it an even 50.
Well, I brought motherfucker this before I had a job and all.
It's like when ghetto gas stations
$2 to get in.
They publicize on signs like we do not hold any bill.
There's only $48 in the vault.
You gotta tell the strippers that they'll rob you.
This is me going, look, I may be the DD. And I drove here in a Volkswagen and all, but I cannot afford this.
All right, everybody else to end the show on discussing Tim's dad comes
This
on
is
the
North
stripper
Florida.
I mean, I
got one foot in the mountains, buddy. I don't know what the
One
fuck's
last thing,
going
though,
on.
they really like Halloween up there. So at the Matador Club, there's a ton of Halloween decorations, and in one back corner, Michael Myers can watch you get a lap dance if you want, because they got a full size Michael Myers behind glass.
It's a weird thing.
If you went right now to the Matador Club up there in Valparaiso, technically, it's decorated spooky, and there's spider webs and. It's also behind a trailer park, and my dad's been going there since he was 15.
I feel like
that's history.
There's some
I like that.
Like as jobs go, when you have a rough day as a stripper, I feel like it's real rough.
Oh, it is. Having worked at a taco cart in front of the titty bar, them girls when they have a bad day, it's a bad day.
You get home and you're like,
A guy came on me and I got punched in the face.
Okay, and then there's this weirdo that's bringing me flowers. He's probably gonna kill me.
That's not funny. That shit happens.
I know. It's not funny. I'm saying it's bad.
You
say that, and then they didn't wipe their ass, and my G-string has turds on it.
I feel like they'll be replaced with some sort of robots.
There's a guy.
There we go.
There's a guy.
Everything's gonna be robots.
I don't want robot strippers
Westworld.
because I don't feel like they're gonna cry as much as I'm gonna need them to.
No emotion.
There's a guy that dances that brings flowers every month when his disability check comes, and it's both sad and just creepy.
Part of the fun is saying like, oh, like what's your real name? Because you're too pretty to work here. I need to know your real name so like we can humanize this, and a robot's gonna be like, "This is my real name." I cannot feel. I need the girl to be like, "Oh, I'm so glad."
You want the tinge of
you're my
sadness.
white knight. Like I need a little bit of that.
Like you're gonna.
I'm like, eventually when I leave my wife, I'm taking you out of here.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. Like,
You're never gonna.
But I love my kid. It's the only way I'm staying in. But she just won't fuck enough.
One day you'll go to Bird Irons and you'll say, "See, you could have had my business." You're a pretty woman style.
Yeah. I'll bring her in. I'm like, I'll pick out anything you want, $35 and under.
This store's called Five Below.
Yeah. You can have anything you want. Try to. Dog collars are over there. Coloring books are on the left.
They have a makeup aisle.
And they sometimes have posters.
Don't put the glitter in your eyes. It's toxic. It's like imitation Mac.
All right. Samantha.
What?
You
I like how Samantha's like, what?
Going on vacation, 1 foot in the mountains.
Look, thanks for the pizza party. It finally happened. Yeah, pizza party.
Semantics.
I'm worried about you guys for next week.
Me too.
Well, Butler's in charge.
Again, right, so I'm worried.
Butler's in charge of the guest.
Butler's wearing fucking leader hosing.
Are you studio manager next week?
All week.
Are you studio manager next week?
Yes, sir.
We'll go back to the old days where people show up. We're like, okay, we'll talk to this guy. And then as he sits there in front of me, I have no idea.
Like
who
when
he
I get
is.
out of the hospital,
then I
forget what time it is.
Then I have to start asking generic questions on the show until I figure out probably 15 minutes in who I'm talking to.
My favorite was when we're doing like ACT and Tom goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, our guest." That's what I know. I'm like, our guest, really?
And then
our guest?
I put it on the other stranger to I'm like, hey, why don't you introduce our guest today?
The other stranger.
And then when he says the name, I'm like,
what the fuck were you guys doing this whole time?
I got one name.
What do you mean? The whole time?
Before you hired me full time when
I
you were
don't
doing
know.
a corporate
They only
time.
know me because I talk about a foot being found in the goddamn river on radio.
I don't know.
I'm like, bring in the big fat foot guy. Quick, invite everybody to watch the show. We have a ton of people.
There's like 50 people in here
invited
one day.
murderers, I think, to Daniel's house.
I thought Butler was Tommy for like the last 2 years. I was like, Tom brings his son every day. I'm complaining to my wife.
When guests would leave,
I'm like, this
dyed his
motherfucker.
son's hair
I was like, why is he always bringing us? Oh, look, today he's just like a little German boy. Oh, he's eating Toblerone in the fucking corner.
People would leave Daniel's house. I'd be like, oh, that guy shouldn't have been here. He shouldn't know where you live.
That's true.
I'm glad I don't live here.
I mean, to this day, Bob Lando knows where I live.
I know.
But I'm pretty sure he died of gout.
Yeah. All right, Travis, what's going on at our watering holes?
Well, we actually have a big weekend. It's actually I'm going to throw it all to Sanford this weekend. Hollerbach Willow Tree has their Oktoberfest going on. It's all weekend
why the
long.
fuck wouldn't you go to that?
Friday through Sunday, they have food trucks. They're gonna have their fantastic, all their food fair out there. And get the fucking pretzels, get everything. Jaeger, what is it? Jaeger, not Jägermeister, but the. Anyway, Jaeger Schnitzel. There we go. Phenomenal stuff. There we go.
Jaeger Schnitzel. What is that?
Phenomenal. It's good. So they have that going on. They have they're doing Hollerbucks, which is going to be just like a prepaid kind of thing. So you can actually buy like $10, $30, $40 worth, and it's going to get you all your drinks and food with that. So there's no need to have actually any kind of credit cards or currency going around.
Awesome.
So you buy it all there. It's like I said, all weekend, phenomenal. While you're there, hit up Tuffy's, hit up Celery City, West End. They're all going to be right around the corner from there. So check it out.
Yeah,
Hollerbox Oktoberfest.
Big Tim, what do we got going on with you?
Buy garage doors, Precision Garage Door, who does not endorse anything I said, and I told him I'd be at a doctor's appointment.
Don't tell him that. They sponsor the show.
I know. They know. I'm kidding. No,
407-710-BDMS.
Which will ring my phone. It might come up as scam unlikely, so don't be surprised if I go, hola, when you answer. I got that podcast I do semi-regularly and all, This Week in Chicken Sandwiches. If you search...
Are you back doing it?
I'm back doing it occasionally.
Did you ever get to get the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
I did. I got it before it was memed.
What'd
it was
you
pretty
think?
good. I enjoyed it. I actually went with a fellow, Andre Dowling, a comedian that's comes on. We recorded last night, and his fucking car broke down in the goddamn parking lot. I was up till like 1 a.m. It's a mess.
Do you think it was better than Chick-fil-A or no?
Yes. It definitely was better than Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A sandwich is okay, do not get me wrong. And people that say they like it.
It's consistent.
It's consistent. It's always the same. But Chick-fil-A takes fucking forever. There's no goddamn character to Chick-fil-A ever. It's always just fucking moms and Tahoes with no fucking kids in the car. And it just, I don't know. I like Popeyes because I'm always slightly nervous they're gonna get mad at me and be like, nah, fuck you, man, and like fight me. And hey, you don't get that at Chick-fil-A. I saw where a Chick-fil-A guy jumped down in to get the keys or a cell phone out of a fucking storm drain.
Yeah.
Popeyes, no. I don't want. They're not making enough to jump down storm drains.
Yeah,
No,
I agree.
Well, they do get paid more at Chick-fil-A.
But not like what $11 an hour. I'm not jumping down a goddamn storm drain for $11 an hour.
No.
They're good Christians.
I wouldn't jump down a storm drain now. Who am I jumping for? My wife?
Well, I mean, if y'all needed me to, I'd make Tom write me a check. But yeah, I go down in a storm drain.
I'll get you down there.
You all float down there.
It's getting me out.
Like
It's getting me out. It's gonna be the thing.
Well, I mean, we have no plan for that. We just run a long mic cable, and then you're living down there now.
So we got brand new merch on the website. We got our Bad at Business Beer Fest and Sofa and Suds coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. We're planning that now, so just more stress.
We also have a costume, what is it, Trick or Meet out at Porky's Barbecue.
Trick or
October
Meet,
25th.
a BDM trick or treat.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a treat bag.
Yeah.
The Palmiottis are putting together
Hold
treat
on a
bags.
second. A treat bag. What the fuck is in the treat bag?
I don't know what's in the treat
What
bag.
am I, fucking 5 years old?
It's not gonna be fun
Tony's
stuff.
got a bunch of stuff. So
Is there marijuana in the treat bag?
I don't think marijuana.
Is there alcohol in the treat
When
bag?
it's fucking
don't know.
legal, there will be.
Yeah,
I cannot wait.
Is there a condom in there?
No, there's
I don't even
probably
use condoms, but you know.
Have y'all not made a condom with Fairville yet?
We did.
I thought you did.
But
I
nobody
think you
used
go
them
there.
because
Yeah.
condoms are disgusting. It doesn't feel right.
For sailors and butlers.
It doesn't feel right. And I don't like my cock sitting in a bunch of my own cum.
Oh, you pull that off right away.
No, I don't. I leave it on. I sleep with it
Marinate
on.
in it,
I
yeah.
sleep
Who
with it
wears
on.
condoms?
I mean, occasionally I do.
People that
What? You have a wife?
Sometimes I
Well, I
wear
don't
them to
wanna
bed
fucking
just so I
get
don't piss my
Sometimes
pants.
you want to pretend that you're not who you're not. Sometimes you want to pretend you're a fucking secret agent and your wife's a Russian spy or whatever, you know, or some you get a little wild. And the secret agent wear rubber, wouldn't he?
I don't know. James Bond doesn't strike me as a guy who wears
No.
condoms.
Hold on a
My favorite
second.
part is earlier.
I'm putting on a prophylactic.
Yeah.
Earlier we were like, we'll keep it under 2 hours. We just went fucking. We went.
I feel like if you're James Bond, you're not afraid of AIDS.
No.
You got a fucking. You
whatever
got
it
some
is,
watch.
you will have
gadget
something for
that.
me. You have an AIDS gadget, don't you? A button, yes.
You've had
Well, you can
stifle-
take
stifle
the
years.
you can take the antivirals now. The future's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that part,
yeah,
right? You
yeah.
can take maintenance
Yeah.
treatment to stop if you're at high risk.
James Bond for sure
Takes
has
the
AIDS
antivirals.
button.
the AIDS button on his watch, and
Yeah,
he, you know.
Oh, shit. I think I've contracted AIDS.
Good, all good.
There it is.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Accidentally hit the golden ring button.
We won't get it. It can only get worse.
Good luck next week, guys.
Yeah, well, you have a great vacation. Guys, thanks so much for listening. We certainly do appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who showed up at the 10-year, and we will see you next week.